kind of a big deal.
Really?
People know me.
What is up, everybody? This is Nick Marty with Bearded Bites and Breakdowns. I'm your host. Riding solo right now, trying to get some people on. Got a lot of things going on tonight. Happy draft day. It's the first night of the NFL draft. We got a lot of things to cover. We had a trade over the weekend. The Cincinnati Bengals traded for Dexter Lawrence, traded their number 10 overall draft pick. So with that, hey, we're gonna go rapid fire. We're gonna have people coming in and out, and if they want to give some hot takes and everything like that, hey, you're welcome to come on the show. You're welcome to comment. Listen, like, subscribe to the Facebook and the YouTube channel. We want to grow this, and we're trying to make this, one of those things where we do this weekly and try to do it somewhat daily. But with that, I'm going to introduce my first guest, Sean Portwood. What is up, my friend?
Not a whole lot. How have you been?
Let's see. Hold on here. Why is it not putting you on here? There he goes. There you go. He's locked in a closet, everybody.
I'm in the closet repping my team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have any draft picks tonight, though, yet.
Yeah. What do you think about that trade that you guys did during the season?
Well, they got rid of a lot of good players. And then they spent a lot of money on somebody who just tore the Achilles. Mm-hmm. So I really hope that the GM has a plan here, because if not, we're going to be looking at a pretty rough season coming up. Yeah.
I mean, you guys, re-signed Daniel Jones. I feel like if he didn't go down, you guys probably would have won that division. And you guys were looking like you guys were going to be the number one seed for a while. And then, the wheels just fell off after he got injured and everything.
That seems to be the Colts playbook for the last, it seems like 10 years. I don't even know when Andrew Luck left. But, I mean, that was really the last really successful season we had. I did like to see Phillip Rivers come back. I thought it was crazy, to be honest. Like 4 years, I think, out of the NFL, come back, try to give us a chance, which was pretty cool. But, Daniel Jones was on fire the first half of that season. The whole team was on fire. Everybody was doing what they're supposed to do. Jonathan Taylor was moving the ball, and I mean, I had him as my pick for MVP for the first half of the season, and then everything just kind of fell off.
Yeah, I agree with you. He was my MVP for a while, and then the wheels fell off for y'all. It was one of those things where it's like, damn, what the hell's going on?
Daniel Jones, I said it prior to the season when they picked him up, was it last year? Everybody's like, oh, he's overpaid, he's this, he's that, which, I do agree he probably is a little overpaid, especially for my liking right now. But prior to the season, everybody's like, oh, he's trash. He can't hold on to the ball. He can't keep the ball secure, ball security, this and that. But you got to look at the line he was behind with the Giants. They were atrocious. When you're literally getting put on your back every play, that's to be expected. Then you go to the Colts and you got Quentin Nelson and you got those guys on the line who can protect the quarterback. You've seen what he could do. So it was definitely a positive. I think Anthony Richardson went into after he got drafted, I think he was just a little overrated. He still had a lot of growing up and learning to do. If they would have used him a little differently, he might have been okay. But he has arm strength. He just doesn't have the I don't even want to say football IQ, because at the end of the day, he was a D1 player and he did end up in the NFL. But I think the game moved a little faster than what he might have been used to.
Let me put a take on that, because Anthony Richardson, Anthony Richards, right? Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Listen, AR-15, whatever you want to call him. I just felt like he needed another year in college. He definitely needed another year, at least another year. And the thing about it too is, when you don't check on, and it wasn't even on his blind side, that hit that basically injured him in preseason. Wasn't it in preseason?
I believe it was in preseason. That's when everything kind of went to crap for him.
Yeah, against the Ravens, and he didn't check. He didn't slide the protection over. I mean, the guy was blitzing off the corner, and he was showing it. So, and if I could see it, and anybody else can see it, I mean, come on, man, like, use your noggin, you know? I just felt like he was look like a Greek god, you know, had the potential to, you know, could throw the ball out of the stadium and everything like that. But come on, man, like, don't sit there and you know, not try to be a student of the game, and not try to actually like study up. And that's the thing about some of these guys. You got God-given talent, but then you don't want to use your noggin, you know? And I feel like that was what Brady did. Brady lasted so long because he was using his head.
Brady was very smart, obviously. So was one of my personal favorites, Peyton Manning. And if we're going to stay on the Colts, Andrew Luck. Very, very smart players. Luck was another one who his career was cut short because, again, back then the Colts didn't do their due diligence and pick up people that they needed. You know, you're picking up wide receivers and stuff, but you need an O-line. And when you got one of the best quarterbacks in the league and no O-line, it serves no purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Anthony Richardson on that hit, you know, it's just kind of like one of those things. It's just a simple pre-snap read. Like, you know, you look, you see what coverage they're in, you see who's showing blitz, and you make that change at the line. Like, that's what you should be able to do at that level.
Speaking of Andrew Luck, what do you think about the stuff that Eric Ebron said a couple weeks ago, where he Andrew Luck didn't want to go ahead and get another surgery done, and Chris Ballard said, basically, if you don't get a surgery, then you're not playing. And then that's when Andrew said, well, then I retire. What's your thoughts on that?
There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that obviously we don't see, but Luck was one of those players. He was way before his time. Like, you know, you're growing up and they say you're wise beyond your years, and that was Luck. And he understood that there's more to life than just playing football, and his health was everything to him. So, you know, this is a guy who had a flip phone for the majority of his football career.
Yeah,
like he's just.
They drive, you know, like a Datsun or something like that.
I honestly don't know what his degree was or what he went to school for. I really can't remember, but the kid was smart, and you know, for him, he made what was the best decision for him. Unfortunately, and luckily for him too, I believe Jim Irsay at the time, you know, he just signed a huge contract, and Jim Irsay let him keep the money.
Yeah,
and he respected him that much.
Well, Irsay was at times he could be an idiot, but he was definitely all about trying to be a players, you know, a player for the owners, you know, like he was like, you know, he liked to be, you know, a good man to his players, because of the fact that, like, I know was it Art Donovan of the Colts, way back in the day. He took care of Art when he had some health issues and medical issues and everything like that. He tried to take care of Unitas and everything like that. He grew up with those guys, like he grew up around those because his dad owned the team when they were Baltimore Colts, forever and a day, So
Yeah.
it's a shame, man.
Irsay, if you look at the Colts organization since they became the Indianapolis Colts, I really don't know. I can't speak on Baltimore Colts. I'm not that old. I mean,
wow. I gotta be like that, man.
I mean, I'm old, but I ain't that old. I don't remember that. My earliest memory of the Colts was, I remember them playing a playoff game against the Steelers, and they lost the game because it was the player was on the ground. It was a catch in the end zone. It kind of bobbled, and then they called it a no catch, and they lost the game. That's my earliest memory of the Colts. I'm thinking I was probably 8 years ago, so maybe 30 years ago.
Game?
I can't remember which one it was.
Was that Jim Harbaugh?
Jim Harbaugh. It was the year before Jim Harbaugh retired.
Okay. Yep.
But if you look at the Colts organization, since I can remember, they've always picked up people and put on their roster that had very good character. You don't see a lot of the character flaws with Colts players that you do with some other teams, which I like to a certain degree, but you also need that grit that some of these other players on these other teams bring to the team. That's why they consistently end up in the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
But I mean, Anthony Richardson was another one who he had very good character going into it, from what I understand. Along with a lot of the players they picked up over the years, Tyler Warren, recently Quentin Nelson. Like, these are just like stand up people. So, but again, you got to also be able to bring that grit to the game too.
What did you think of Tyler Warren coming out of Penn State as the tight end last year? What were your expectations of him, and what was your what did you like and what did you dislike about him last year?
Well, I can tell you this much. Eli loved him. Like, yeah. Eli was talking about him. I remember watching a game, one of his last games in college, and I was like, God, this dude is freaking legit. And then they had him really high up on the board last year, and I think he was the first offensive player to come off the board at 15.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did he end up on the board that long? And I think some people are having maybe some buyer's remorse with who they ended up getting and not picking up a solid tight end. But I mean, you got him who can literally catch anything and run any route. He's a big dude. And then you got, you had opposite of him, you had Mo Alley Cox, who's just a blocking just maniac. He doesn't get a whole lot of balls thrown his way, but him and the rest of the line keep their quarterback off the ground. And that was really paramount when, you got 4 years out of the league, Phillip Rivers coming in, who his arm strength wasn't quite there. They gave him a little more time to let those plays set up in the flats and whatnot, those check down plays to get the ball out. So, yeah, I mean, but Tyler Warren, he definitely lived up to the expectations, and I have a feeling he's going to be around for a while.
He's a hell of an athlete. He was a quarterback, he was a quarterback in high school.
There's a lot of kids, what, Julian Edelman, I think, was a quarterback. Was he?
Yeah, Penn State. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
fun fact. Supposedly it came down to with the last pick of the Colts that one year that him and McAfee came out. McAfee, he got picked, and originally there was like a big giant like split between each like, I guess, the GM and the coaches and the scouts in the war room for the Colts. They half the room was divided because they wanted one wanted Pat, because they're like, oh, he's the best punter / kicker I've seen in forever. And then the other side was wanting wanting Julian Edelman, and Edelman went undrafted after that pick because obviously you guys drafted Pat, and even Pat was like told about this story by Peter Schrager, and he goes, "Yeah, they chose the wrong guy." He's like, imagine Peyton with Edelman.
Well, yeah, honestly though, if you look at those picks, both would have been both in my eyes were solid picks. I mean, I still think Pat McAfee is a solid pick. He obviously he cut his career short too. He made a lot more money doing what he's doing now. I mean, you're talking hundreds of millions of dollars versus whatever contract he had with the Colts. But like with Tom Brady,
By the way, Mendoza got picked, and
I figured
the Jets are on the clock, and their pick is in. It's going to take forever for them to announce it. So,
the first night lasts forever.
Listen, that's the one thing I miss about the weekends is the weekend drafts. I really miss the drafts being on Saturday and Sunday only. Like it was like you wake up Sunday morning and the draft starts at 12 and it's the 4th round to the 7th round. Now it's like,
it'll go on till about 11 o'clock tonight to pick 32 players, and I'll be.
Normally it goes around 12, man.
And, yeah.
Oh, David Bailey has been drafted by the Jets.
So that means they're saying Jeremiah Love's probably going to go 3 or 4.
Well, this is where it gets really, really cool, because according to all the rumors and all the insiders and everything, they say that basically Arizona is the trade spot.
Yeah,
they're talking about Dallas trading up. They're talking about Dallas trading up to get Love. There's talk about Kansas City trying to trade up to get their guy that they want. There's quite a few teams that are wanting to do that. I feel like this draft is the draft year that you didn't want a top 10 pick. You didn't want to even a top 20 pick because this draft isn't like, I don't think it's loaded with big names like next year's draft is. Next year's draft, I feel like, is so loaded. You have Jeremiah Smith. You have all these guys next year. I would trade a whole Ricky Williams trade of draft picks just to go ahead and get Jeremiah Smith. That's how much I love that guy. I would have traded all my draft picks just to get Mike Evans. When Mike Evans was coming out, everybody called me crazy. I'm like, really? The man's done something that nobody else besides Jerry Rice has done. With over 1,000 yards each year for like over 10 years, 10 years straight. So
yeah, I was looking, and I think there's only like maybe 2 or 3 quarterbacks that they're even talking about going the first round. Obviously, one of them just went. I think a couple running backs, and then I think the rest of them are really, they're talking like O-line and defensive players, edge rushers is what the first round's going to mainly consist of tonight. So,
yeah, it's going to be very interesting. There's talking about George Pickens might be traded in the next 2 days or so. The fact that he's signing his franchise tag, so he is now eligible to be traded. So that is going to be a fun little thing going on there. Is he going it like supposedly the favorites for that trade are the Patriots, which I really don't want to see him go to the AFC at all. I mean, Dallas likes to trade within conference. I mean, they traded Micah Parsons to the Packers,
right.
So they kind of made out like bandits on that one, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah.
Parsons played what? He didn't really play up to his level and everything. You
I
know,
mean, he tore his Achilles too, did he?
he tore his. I believe he's tore his. Um, I believe he tore his ACL.
Yeah, this
Him and
year,
Mahomes. Mahomes did
yeah,
a little bit more though.
this year, I think I see more people this year with Achilles injuries and tears than I can remember in any year prior to this one, to be honest with you. Which
Yeah.
I'm curious as how that's happening, like what's causing that. They're always trying to do things to make the sport, to protect the athletes and stuff like that. But like this year is like they're really gonna have to take a look at that. I don't know if it's the turf, the fields, what.
So I have a theory on this, and I think I might have told you this like a long time ago. But if you notice, soccer players don't really have a torn Achilles. They don't really ever have a torn Achilles. It's very rare that they do. I feel like there's too much. I feel like players focus on trying to build their lower body up, and they just they torque so much
Yeah.
on their legs.
Mhm.
And I also believe too, it's the pattern of the bottom of the cleats, because if you
Okay.
notice, soccer cleats are kind of more different.
Yeah.
When you look at football cleats, they're kind of, yeah, you got the studs and everything, but I feel like it gets caught up more when it comes to the grass and everything. It could be grass, it could be turf. I mean, a lot of people say turf is the reason why, but that's not always the reason why. I mean, Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles, but it was in it was in the Jets Giants stadium and everything, and they got turf. But I also believe too, it's the way your bottom of your cleats are designed. But a lot of people say it has nothing to do with that. So, which is crazy to me.
I mean, you think about it, there definitely is a huge difference between cleats. Yeah, it's like these football cleats. I've noticed, like with Eli's cleats, they're more. It's almost like they're trying to design them to be like aerodynamic or something. I don't know what they're doing. It's like they're using some NASA stuff to design these cleats. And it seems like soccer cleats are like a little bit simpler.
Mhm.
Um, I really don't know. But then it depends too, because Micah Parsons isn't going to wear the same type of cleats that say an Aaron Rodgers would or a Patty Mahomes. So
The pick, the
yeah,
pick
I
is
don't.
in. The pick is in. Who do you think Zona is going to pick if they stay put?
The talk is Jeremiah Love.
Yep,
Um,
I think that's the pick. Goodell's about the Ginger Hammer. Roger Goodell's about to go to the podium right now, and he is about to announce it. They're up in Pittsburgh for the draft. I kind of like them doing the draft remote, in different cities now. It's
yeah,
always been, it was always up in New York and everything. So Jeremiah Love is going to Arizona.
good,
That's
because
the
that's
pick.
what I had on my Hard Rock bet.
Did you do good on the bet?
I don't know if I take it off this screen, it's going to screw me all up. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and kind of like what you were saying earlier, there's not a lot of big names, so I haven't really paid much attention to who's in and who's out this year. Like you got
Mhm.
some big names, but the talk is they're not going to go first round. Like um, Carson Beck, for example. Um, if
I
he
think
doesn't go first round, he'll probably go second.
I think Carson Beck is going to go higher than a lot of people think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to go. He can go probably mid second round, early third. That's my opinion. I'm not just saying that because I'm a homer, but it's just reading up on the tea leaves and everything that's going on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it nowadays. It is what it is. Brian Chapman said, Coach Hollywood. I don't know if you've seen that.
I
And
can't
Eric's
see
not,
anything, but
right, hold on, right here. There we go.
it's probably in the bottom of my screen, but it's so small I can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, it's that's why I do my stuff on a laptop.
Yeah, I got my
Yeah.
phone. I got it set up on my nice little Pokemon stand.
Uh,
I got a huge Pokemon gambling addiction. Addiction. It's ridiculous. I got to
oh
stop.
boy. Yeah, that sounds like it.
So that's where I'm at right now.
Remember, don't say anything that you're gonna regret tomorrow,
Well, I almost
This is
regretted something
recorded.
earlier, but
Rachel will find you and kill you.
yeah, well, she's kind of simmered down a little bit, so
Yeah. Who do you think the Titans are gonna pick? They're up next. So
I don't know, because see, the talk was they were looking at a running back, but obviously he's off the board. They they could pick just about anybody and make that team better right now because they're garbage.
yeah.
And Titans. I moved here from Nashville. Titans was the team there. Like, of course, I went to Titans games because that's who. I lived 2 miles from the stadium, and it was cool because I always got to see Colts every year. But they just, like, over the last few years, they've just made some horrible picks, and the quarterbacks are in and out of that quarterback room, and they just can't get right now.
I feel like they got the quarterback. I feel like they got the quarterback for I feel like they got the right quarterback. Cam Ward, I feel like is a pros pro type of quarterback. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if they make the right moves, they will definitely be a playoff contender team this year.
I hope not.
That listen, I feel like they've been down so long.
Oh, yeah.
They've been down so long because they made the stupid wrong moves. Like they got rid of the GM, or they got rid of Vrabel instead of the GM, and then then they finally got rid of the GM after he got rid of AJ Brown and everything like that. So to me, it's it's one of those. It's just one of those scenarios where they've been down for so long, they got to go back up, man.
At some point they do. I feel like the Colts have probably been down longer. I think the Titans have won an AFC South more times in the last 10 years than the Colts.
Yeah, like 4 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
Who do you think they're gonna pick? I mean, you got Robert Saleh as the new head coach, so he's gonna want to bring that 49ers mentality. I feel like they're gonna go either defense with Arvell Reese,
yeah,
or Sonny Styles. But I also believe they need to protect their quarterback, so I feel like they're gonna go O-line. Just what I think is going to go on right here.
I'm thinking right edge or linebacker.
Right now, they're showing the Titans draft room, the war room. So we will see what they got going on. Saleh seems to be okay. He doesn't seem like he's celebrating as much as the other guys in there, So, but
he's trying to keep his composure. That's all.
Yeah, I like him. I don't know how you feel about him, but I like him. He's not a bad coach. I just feel like he went to the wrong damn franchise, man.
Where did he go? With the Jets?
He went to the Jets.
Yeah.
He can't win with the Jets, man. No one can win with the Jets.
Not since who was it? Was it Rex Ryan?
Yeah. That was pretty much the last time they, really did anything.
And that dude's been out of the game for a minute.
Let's see what they got going on. The Titans select Carnell Tate. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Carnell Tate to the Titans.
Well,
woo. I did not see that one coming.
Well, yeah, because the two people you mentioned earlier were projected to go top 5.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Giants, man, I don't know what the Giants are going to do now because, they were, Tate and Love were those guys that were very, they were predicted to be around that, that fifth pick overall.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now they have the choice of, hey, Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese. They have Francis Manoa. They have Ruben Bain still available. I mean, it's going to be very, very interesting what happens here, Sean. So
yeah, I'm eager to see how the first round shapes up. I think you're fixing to start seeing a bunch of linemen and defensive players come off. A lot of these teams that have these high draft picks, their defense has just been horrible. I mean, their offense has been horrible too, obviously, but the defenses are, and it's like, I don't know, they're just like all decimated right now. All the defenses, you got a couple solid teams, but there are some, again, like you said earlier, there's not a lot of big names, and the two. I think one's a linebacker and one's edge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One played like middle linebacker, and the other one plays edge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be interesting because, what surprises me about the Carnell Tate is I don't even think he's the best. I don't even think he's top 3 wide receiver in this draft.
Yeah.
I got a guy out of Louisville who tore his ACL. Chris Bell, he reminds me of Bolden. He reminds me of Vanquan Bolden.
Okay.
And he's got that speed where he don't look fast, but he's just so smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so very smooth when it comes to that option. And it's just like, wow, okay. But I'm interested. Oh, the Giants pick is in. We'll see who they draft.
Yeah, I gotta go out. I gotta turn the TV on the draft. I'm in the closet right now and can't see nothing there.
Yeah, I got both my TVs behind me, and I'm not trying to show them on my damn thing right here. Arvell Reese is going to the Giants.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I got probably a 30-second delay on ESPN. I better change it to something else. Well, I'm about to get loud for a second.
You're good. I'm going to add Coach Ant in here. Coach Ant, what is up? Happy draft night.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing great, man.
What's up, Portwood?
How you been?
I'm good, man. How you doing? How my boy doing?
He is doing, man. It's spring ball's fixing to start up. I think next week. They got a 7-on-7 tournament in Middleton on Saturday for Lecanto. So it's starting to pick up now.
Okay. You gotta send me that schedule when they get I know the schedule's out, ain't they?
Yeah, the schedule's out and it's looking pretty rough the first couple of games. And they got some tough teams they're going up against this year, and they lost a lot of players. You got a lot of seniors that are graduating. Tipton, their quarterback, is graduating this year and going to college, and you got players transferring and stuff like that. So it's going to be a rough. It's going to be a rough couple first games, but I think they'll be okay.
Hey, just want to make an announcement. Kansas City just traded up to the Cleveland Browns spot.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
So they're picking 6, huh?
Yep. They're picking 6 now. Kansas City has traded with the Cleveland Browns. God only knows what Kansas City's going to go and draft now.
Yeah. Did they get rid of Pacheco?
Yes.
Okay, I thought
he went to the Lions.
I think they're going to go draft one of the linebackers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the
feel like-
linebacker from Ohio State to go right now.
You think it's going to be Sonny Styles, Ant?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What would that be? 3 Buckeyes in a row?
Yeah. That would be. That's God, I hate that. I really can't stand that.
Are there any Miami players that are projected to go in the first round?
Yeah, Maui Noah, Ruben Bain, Mesidor.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And Bain's pretty high up there.
Yeah, well, he's probably going to drop because, with the whole the fact that he's got the short arms and everything like that, and everybody's making a big deal about that. And
was he the one with the T-Rex arms?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say. He had T-Rex arms. And
okay.
By the way, the Chiefs traded their looks like they traded their 9th pick, the 74th pick, and the 148th pick.
Well, they're going in big.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of draft capital. So
yeah,
that's going to be very interesting. All right, go ahead and keep talking about what's going on with LeCanto and stuff.
Oh, so yeah, I mean, you got like I said, a lot of the players have graduated. You got some that are leaving and going to different schools for moving or whatever the case may be. You got a new head coach in now, Coach Wyatt. But LeCanto's always been here in recent years. They've been a good school. They've got a good program, and I can tell you, like Coach Wyatt is focusing real big on getting these kids in a position to where they can do something after high school. I know he's working with somebody. I think it's like H2H or something. Getting these kids film out there and helping them out, and he's raised the bar and the standard as far as grades too, which is good.
Mm-hmm. Now, how's it looking for Eli? This upcoming year, is he going to be on JV again, or is he going to have an opportunity to possibly be up on varsity?
He definitely has an opportunity. I haven't heard of anyone that's coming in. Right now they have 3 quarterbacks. You have Colton Faulkner, who, we've coached Colton and been around Colton since he was 9 or 10 years old.
Shout out to my Flamingo.
Yep. Yeah, I got Flamingo, who I think has probably some of the best footwork and just overall technical skills, quarterback wise. You got Eli, who's relatively new to the quarterback. He's about 3 years into it, but he's got very good arm strength, and they picked Reese, by the way. Oh, I'm way delayed. But yeah, so you have.
I'm just knowing.
Yeah.
I'm just getting alerts, and I don't want the alerts to happen.
Yeah, but no, you have Eli. He's definitely putting in a lot of work. Him and Colton both train with Coach Ross. At least
Coach Ross.
Yeah, and Coach Ross is doing. He that's a good coach. I really enjoy bringing Eli to Ross. You got some quarterback coaches in this state that are very flashy. They network really well, and they have really good quarterbacks who train with them. But Ross really focuses on the technical aspect of the position and understanding like what you're looking at in coverages. So he's definitely doing a big thing, and he's expanding with QB vision. And then you got Elijah Simmons. who will be a junior next year. So if he stays at Lecanto, I can definitely see him obviously being in that varsity spot. And you're going to need at least a backup. So, it could go either way. Me being biased, and Eli's my son, I think Eli has a really good shot. So,
listen. I know he's gotten taller. I didn't even
He has.
recognize him when I seen him at Culver's and everything. And I don't know when's the last time you saw Eli, but he's gotten a lot taller, man. And he's starting to spin that ball a lot more.
Oh yeah.
More than when I last saw him. And I saw his little throw trick over the freaking trampoline and
Oh yeah.
into the damn basketball hoop. What is that? How many yards was that?
Probably at least 30. I mean, that kid can sling the ball. Like, it's crazy, like the velocity he has on that ball. Like, we did a camp a couple months ago and they did arm velocity and ball speed, and I think he was throwing at like 47 miles an hour. And for a freshman, he was throwing with the seniors as far as ball speed.
That's real good.
Yeah. He works on it. I know Sean sent me video of him through the security cameras working at home, and I'm very proud of him that he's working at it and he keeps on working hard at it because hard work does pay off in the long run. So
and that's what I tell him. It's what you do when nobody's looking that really pays off. And when you're out there, doing that, it definitely helps.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you just got to prepare like you're the starter when you're a quarterback. You guys,
he has the mindset.
Yeah, I mean, I like what you said. Shout out to the other boys. I'm not familiar with Flamingo, but
that's my boy Colt, man.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Simmons was my quarterback on 10U at the Buccaneers. So shout out Elijah and the Bucks, and Nick remembers. I ain't gonna say
Elijah.
Elijah
that
was
boy
my
has
first
size.
quarterback ever.
He's got D1 size right now. So if he can really, these next 2 years really dial it in and get everything dialed in, and the school's going to pick him up for sure.
That's my boy, man. That's
He's
my first kid. He is. He's always been a good kid.
Right.
I still can't believe that I didn't get him my first year though. My first year, when I was coaching, I'm like, how come I can't get that kid? Because how all the kids before practice, they all throw the ball around and everything. And I was like, that kid could spin it. How old is that kid? Oh, he's on Nubby's team. And I was like, what they got him playing? Center. What? Center? What? No.
Yeah.
Playing quarterback.
I think when he was at Crystal River, I think his freshman year, I think they're saying he played wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be wrong.
It's the Crystal River historian over here. He will know if that's a fact or not. Ant, can you tell us if that was true or not?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I will have to call Kelly and ask his mom.
Yep. The Kansas City Chiefs, they traded up and they got the cornerback from LSU. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's a lot to give up to get that corner. I mean, they traded McDuffie, but I mean they ended up getting that pick. They ended up getting that first round pick for him. So I guess they kind of made up for it. They didn't have to pay him.
He's going to be a little bit cheaper than probably McDuffie though. So
is he going to be as good?
Yeah, that's the thing. McDuffie was a shutdown guy, man. You know, so
I guess only time will tell, really.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a question, Pitt.
That's a lot of picks to trade up that high. I mean, you think even the picks are worth money?
I think Jeremiah Love was the best, probably single player in the draft. I wouldn't have taken 3 though.
I'm wondering what's going to happen to James Conner now. Is he going to get released? You know, is Arizona going to release him, or are they going to just go ahead and do it? So are they going to keep him? It's
After the kid out of Florida State a couple years back.
Yeah. What was his name? I know you're talking about too. I really thought he was going to do really good, and then he ended up having that knee issue again.
Well, he was always availability was his thing. Even
Yes.
when we got him in the portal, availability was ultimately the reason he was there.
Mhm.
So, it's understandable.
Is Arizona a dual back kind of team? Like, you got some teams they run dual backs like Detroit and stuff like that.
Well, I think their new coaching staff was from the Rams or something like that.
Okay.
Look that up for me.
Well, they have LaFleur's younger brother, the Packers coach, the head coach. It's LaFleur. He was under McVay. So I mean, they kind of run.
So they might have the best coach in the league right now.
Well, I mean, they got McVay's little protege. So I mean,
you're Sean McVay's protege, and your brother is Matt LaFleur. I mean, he could be a bum, but he could be the next Belichick.
Yeah, I mean, here's my opinion on it. Is I feel like Clint Kubiak is going to be better than LaFleur's brother that went to Arizona, because I feel like Clint is at least he coaches the Raiders. I feel like he's more set up. He's more set up for success than Arizona. I feel like Arizona is like, they just got rid of their quarterback. What are you gonna have? Jacoby Brissett? It's kind of like one of those things where it's like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna tank this year to go try to get Arch Manning, or one of the other quarterbacks like Dante Moore next year, because he's coming out next year and everything like that. He didn't come out this year because he didn't want to get drafted by the Jets. And I was like, I don't blame him.
Jacoby Brissett's a good quarterback, though.
The pick is in for the Commanders. Who do you think the Commanders are going to get? I think it's going to be Sonny Styles.
I don't know, because they added Odafe Owe and Leo Chenal, however you say his name, in the offseason. Those are basically linebackers.
Yeah. That's a good point, Ant. I know I feel like they were in love with
Sonny Styles.
They were wanting Tate, so
that was the best pick though, Sonny Styles.
Yep. Man, oh man.
They're gonna be beefed up on the backside then.
This is a very interesting draft so far. I mean, it's kind of been shaken up by the Tate draft pick, and then Jeremiah Love, surprise, surprise, the Cardinals went ahead and they said, "Hey, we're gonna draft him." That's wild.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that was a terrible pick for them.
Yeah. Well, they were wanting to trade back. So
I would have took an offensive lineman or a defensive player. You get it's worth more to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got a bad team. You're gonna run a lot. What are you think? He couldn't run Notre Dame to a title. You think he's gonna run you to the Super Bowl?
The Saints pick is in. They're not up to the podium yet. Who do y'all think the Saints are going to pick?
What do they even need? Like, they need a lot.
I feel like they need a lot, man. I mean, they got the quarterback last year. I know Cam Jordan is no longer with them. He's a free agent, and he's long in the tooth. So
Ruben,
they might go D-line.
There.
They might go D-line, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens on that end. Kellen Moore is their head coach, so he's kind of got that, chuck it and throw it. If Love was still around, I'd probably say Love because
who's their quarterback? Spencer Rattler?
No. Oh well, that's the backup. They got Sloan, the kid from Louisville. The kid from Louisville in there. So I would say Love, but he ain't there no more because they got to replace Kamara.
That team's terrible. They need a tight end. They should take the kid from Oregon.
Kendrick.
They got Noah Fant. No, they should take an O lineman. That team's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to have to protect that young quarterback. That's for sure.
Yeah, they should take a lineman.
You don't want him up and stinking begging for a trade in a couple years. A lot of these teams, all these quarterbacks are begging for trades. A lot of these players are just begging for trades. Get me out of here. And that's one of the teams here recently.
Yeah.
So we got our quarterback don't want to leave, and our team's doing good, but I've never been a big fan of our coach.
But he did a good job.
He did a good job this year. I just ain't a big fan of Sean Payton. I don't like how he coaches.
And Portwood, your coach, he got one more. He got a second chance this year. He's got one.
Don't ask me how. Truthfully,
I think it's Irsay's daughter. She had the headset on too much.
I honestly, after week 11 of the season, when they just started losing, I think they're playing against Kansas City and they were up and they should have been running the ball and running the clock out, and they're throwing the ball, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, if you just changed your play calling, you would have won that game. So some of his play calling this last season, it had to have been influenced by somebody else, because what they were doing, it was just it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Who you like, Portwood?
Team wise?
Yeah.
I'm a Colts fan.
Y'all did a good job. Y'all did a pretty good job.
We did a bang up job for 9 weeks. I don't even think 12 games.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe 10 weeks. So we'll give you 10 weeks, right?
But it's Daniel Jones, right?
What's that?
Daniel Jones, your quarterback?
He is. And like I was telling Nick earlier, I've been a fan of Daniel Jones. I believe in what he can do. I don't believe he's worth the $200 million whatever dollars they just guaranteed him, but when he was with the Giants, it's kind of to be expected that you're going to be trash, because their O-line, he was on his back. I think he was getting sacked 8 times a game. Like, yeah, you're going to throw 4 interceptions when that's happening.
But at what point does some of that too have to fall on you, because you got to hit your faster read? If you're not throwing, if once you get a couple to them hot routes, the guys are gonna creep up a little. It gives you a little,
Listen, I totally understand. A lot of it always falls on the quarterback, and I believe it. I tell Eli about this sometimes. I'm like, dude, I promise you, it may not be your fault, but I promise you this: it's going to come down on you, and you're going to have to be able to own that. And with Daniel Jones, I mean, I can remember a couple plays when he was with the Giants. I think the ball was barely in his hands. He was getting sacked. So, yeah, really, how fast of a read can you make? How fast? Like, I know they practice it, but my God, but you could see when he went to the Colts and he had an O line in front of him that was better than mediocre. I think the first 7 games or first few games, he didn't even throw an interception.
Yeah, but you gotta adjust. Once they adjust to it, and I don't know, you guys had a good team.
Yeah, and again, I think it fell on play calling.
I felt like they got away from what got them there, and then when Daniel Jones got hurt, it was like, what is going on? And then the defense fell apart because you trade for a guy that you think you're going to be able to rely on, and then he tore his ACL or his Achilles, Sean.
Which one?
Gardner Sauce.
Oh, I don't even think he tear something. He got injured and then he came back, and then I think he tore something, which sucks because I mean they gave up.
They gave up a lot. Yeah, they gave up a lot.
They gave up the world for him and gave up a wide receiver, and picks and all kinds of stuff. It's what got them all those wins in the first half of the season that they didn't stick to the second half was Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
I mean, the run game, when you're breaking off 80-yard runs and you're rushing for 2 and 3 touchdowns a game in multiple games.
It's always been like that. He's a monster.
That's what got you there. Yeah. So and then you go and a couple weeks later you're throwing the ball 40 times a game. It's like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you know, in that season, and you don't want to beat them up too much, especially if you don't got backups. That's the thing about. Oh, I don't like that pick. Jordan
Tyson to the Saints.
Availability issues.
Yep. He has some hamstring issues.
He might be the most talented receiver in the draft, but he's not available all the time.
He played with one hamstring the one year that Arizona went to the playoffs. He played one game with basically one hamstring, and then the year, I think it was this first year with Colorado, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, he tore his ACL, MCL, and so he was out. He was out for a good while, and he's had hamstring issues, which hopefully he can get right. His wide receiver coach at Arizona State was Hines Ward, and Hines Ward has said, "Hey, listen, if you question this man, I'm gonna tell you right now, you pass up on him, you're gonna regret him because he is a baller." But
now, something I like when he came down to draft tunnel, he wasn't overly flashy with a bunch of diamonds and stuff. He's just got a tie and I think
a lot of this stuff is character too. I mean, he had all those injuries, but he obviously carries himself to a certain degree that I'm sure these coaches see, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? He might have some injury problems, but this dude's gonna give his all."
Yeah. Just a heads up. Browns picked Spencer Fano. He is the guard / center / tackle out of Utah. Yep.
Trying to protect Shedeur.
Well, you're gonna like this next pick, Ant. You're gonna like the next pick. The Giants are up after that.
They're taking Caleb Downs.
No. No, they ain't. They ain't gonna take no Caleb Downs. He got a knee injury, man. He's not. Listen, I know Portwood's a Colts fan, so he knows who I'm talking about. Bob Bullet Sanders. Listen,
Bob Sanders.
yeah, Bob Bullet
Caleb
Sanders.
Downs is better than Bob Sanders.
Listen, I listen, and I like Caleb Downs. I think he's a good player, but he doesn't pop like Bob did.
Because it's a penalty that you get ejected for now.
Well, I know that, but what I'm saying though is like Bob was all over the place though. The only reason why he didn't last very long is because his knee. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with Caleb. I feel like he's going to dip in the draft because of that knee. That knee is questionable, very questionable, and it sucks because he's such a good player, very smart player. Matt Patricia said that he's the best defensive player that he's coached in quite a few years. So and that's talking about pros and college. That tells you something right there. But yeah, that's listen, I really wish Fano would have kept dropping, but he didn't.
Nick,
Yeah.
just repeat that last part you said.
What, Fano?
No,
Spencer Fano?
About what the defensive coordinator said.
Matt Patricia. He said that he's one of the smartest and probably one of the best defensive players he's coached in a very long time, and he said that was included in the pros too. So that's high praise.
The Caleb Downs defense
Yes.
rested the case.
Yeah, but they're not going Caleb Downs.
No,
No. You're gonna like this pick.
Who's up? The Giants or no? The Browns still? No.
The Browns already picked. It's Spencer Fano, but TV isn't. They keep on showing Jordan Tyson right now.
who's up right now?
The Browns right now are on the clock still because the pick is in and they're about to announce it. So,
Who'd they just take?
the Browns, Spencer Fano from Utah.
And the Giants moved up.
The Giants, no, they have the 10th pick because they traded Dexter Lawrence for Cincinnati.
They're taking Francis. Yeah.
That's why I said you'll like that pick.
Yeah, they already took Reese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they addressed the defense. They addressed their O-line issues. I just saw a tweet that said Jordan Schultz said NFC GM at the bottom of the first round just texted him and said every team that passes on Caleb Downs will be making a mistake. Hope he's in the NFC. Hope he's in the AFC.
Told you.
Yep. Listen, I don't disagree with you. I just don't think he's going to get drafted as high as he thought he was going to get drafted, because of that knee. That's why they do the testing and everything.
Look, it's got his favorite Pokemon on there. See, I'm not the only one.
Gotta catch them all, right?
You got to, man.
You crazy.
Some of my favorite videos are watching some of these players ripping packs at practice.
Oh.
Of course, the packs they rip are a lot more expensive than the ones I rip because they're buying the old ones that cost thousands of dollars.
Yeah, and they're buying that like if you're buying like 20 of those
$5 packs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Man.
So when's your guy gonna go? When's Bang gonna go?
There's rumors that I kind of what I really hope happens for him is he either goes to the Rams or the Ravens. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him go to the Dolphins, even though I know he's a hometown boy. You know,
Mhm.
like he came from Miami and all that, but I don't want to see him play for the Dolphins because I feel like he's just going to waste his career down there. You know, and yes, I said that just in case any of you Dolphin fans are, watching. So, I just don't want to see him in a Dolphin uniform. I'd rather see him somewhere else. I'm just glad Cincinnati's not picking in the top 10 anymore. I'm glad they traded for Dexter Lawrence in a way because I don't see it, but we'll see what happens. So, where do you think he'll go?
Who, Bane?
Yeah, do you think he's going to drop out of the top 15?
I don't know. He's still they got him right now. What the number 5 on the remaining players?
Dolphins on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, so he's edge, right? He's an edge.
Yeah, Dallas just traded up though.
Yep, they did. They just traded up with the Dolphins, so.
Yep, they did. They traded up, and so obviously they're trying to snag somebody.
Well, I guess I can't say he's going to Miami now because that's out of the question.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I feel like Caleb Downs is going to go to the he's going to go to the Cowboys.
Cowboys got 2 picks in a row right now.
Yeah, they do. I feel like they're going to go wide receiver, and then they're going to go either offensive line or defense, and I feel like they're going to.
What if they go Bane Downs?
Yeah, I can see them go Downs and then Bane.
But they might go offensive lineman. There's still that big guard from Penn State.
No, they moved. Yeah, they moved up one spot. Miami moved down one spot.
Okay. Huh. Wow.
What did they get in that trade?
Let me find out. Let me see if I find anything on it. Well, I can tell you who they picked. I don't know what they traded for that one spot, but boy, I think we were both right on that one.
They got 3 picks. 112, 177, and 180.
Wow, they gave up just to trade up one. That's wild.
I wonder if they think Miami was going to pick the same person. I mean, they had to have.
I don't know, but they got they ended up picking Downs. They ended up picking Caleb Downs. He's a Cowboy. So Jerry Jones strikes.
So Bane can still go to Miami.
Bane can still go to Miami. I'm really hoping he goes to the damn I'm really hoping he goes to, the Rams, or at least, that way he can.
Why are you hating on Miami like that, man?
I'm just not. Listen, when it comes to the Dolphins, you got to understand something. They haven't won a playoff game since I was in high school, and yet every year I got the Gunnar Hamptons, I got all these guys, Brian Parks, all these guys that are Dolphin fans. They try to tell me this is their year. This is their year. This is going to be, they're going to be undefeated, all this other crap. And then all of a sudden, bam, it just doesn't pan out. Doesn't pan out for them. They lose in the playoffs, or they don't even make the playoffs. And then I sit there and I got to go, hey, Matt Slaga, all these other Dolphin fans that are diehard Dolphin fans, hey, it's okay. You could take your spot back on the couch and watch a real team go in the playoffs.
Oh, Lord.
Just saying.
Saying. You got a legit team. I ain't going to lie. I mean, Derrick Henry back there, I don't think you can go wrong with him any which way, to be honest.
Dude, they got. I can see them going. I can see them going wide receiver. I mean, they did trade away Waddle, to Ant's team. So, I mean, don't you think they need a wide receiver after they traded away?
They need everything.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I know that, but I feel like they're setting Malik up for failure, man.
Do they still have their quarterback, or not their quarterback? Sorry, not their running back.
Yes.
So you say they got seven picks in the top 100, and then they got 3 or 4 more in the next 100. I think, in a way, if you look at it like Malik has a chance to earn a job there for a long time over his contract, or if they let his contract play out, they should have enough guys that they drafted and threw in that they should have at least a talent-based build.
So if they don't really have any wide receivers right now, let's say they get one. They still got I think, a great running back. How's their line?
It's shaky.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I can see them go O-line.
Yeah, O-line.
I mean, well, you got to think about it. They got the Packers or they got guys from the Packers organization. So they're going to want to build up the trenches. They're going to want to get somebody that is kind of a safe pick. I feel like the fan base down there, though, if they pass up on Ruben Bain, and he basically shares a locker with them, I feel like they're gonna riot down there. There's Dolphin fans are gonna be like, not again, not again. That's just my opinion on that one.
I will say one of the bets on Hard Rock Bets, it was a special bet. It was the only one, and it was for Miami, and it was if they would select a Miami player in the first round.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't try to go on there to try to bet, but I just find it kind of crazy that they have something like that, and that just tells me that it's probably going to happen now.
Yeah, I know. I say it was the only special bet, and it was for that team. So I was like, I almost bet on it, and I was like, I don't know. That's kind of a tough one because I would have thought maybe Bain would have went a little sooner, but not by much.
I don't think the storybook wasn't there for the other guys though, like Mesidor. I think he played at West Virginia or somewhere else.
He played at West Virginia for a year or so, and then transferred to Miami.
Right. Francis Mauigoa, he's from Pacific Islands or the West Coast, something like that.
Yep.
But Bain's from Miami. He's from the city. He turned down every major program in the country to stay at Miami. I just think the draw there to kind of energize your fan base, especially with so many picks, you don't necessarily have, a dominant either side of the ball. I think Bain's just a home run pick for them.
I can see him or an offensive lineman.
Well, the pick is in. I'm going to find out who it is. Haven't gotten a tip off yet, so we'll see what happens. I'm kind of glad about this one. This one's going to be kind of surprising. But Caleb Downs, I feel good for that man. He
went to the worst organization to go to as far as having a dysfunctional owner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I think I mentioned this, but somebody that used to play for them, their brother told me some Jerry Jones stories, and I'm not surprised. And I'm glad I'm not a Cowboys fan. I grew up a Cowboys fan when I was a kid, and I said, nah.
So what made you give up on your team?
I gave up on him because he gave up on Jimmy. And then the camel. Listen, the straw that broke the camel's back on that one is the fact that he didn't draft Moss, and that really pissed me off, dude. When he didn't draft Moss, I was done. So
I will say I was a Cowboys fan too before I was a Colts fan.
By the way,
what made you give up on the Cowboys, Portwood?
I was a Cowboys fan during Emmitt Smith, and I had Emmitt Smith posters on my walls and all that stuff. And then after that, I was from Indiana. I lived in Indiana, but I was an Emmitt Smith fan. I was a Cowboys fan. And then after that whole thing, I just kind of navigated towards the Colts once Peyton Manning was drafted. Jim Harbaugh. I remember Jim Harbaugh, but when Peyton Manning was drafted, really anybody in Indiana has to be a Colts fan at that point.
Okay.
I just want to let you guys know too. I don't know who the Dolphins picked. I don't know who the Dolphins picked yet, but all I know is supposedly there's rumors flying around that the Rams are going to have a shocker. So just a heads up.
Uh-oh, Ty Simpson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow. If that's true, man. If that's true, and wow, that's going to be the shocker of the night so far. That's definitely going to be the surprise. So, and I'm going to tell you right now, Ravens pass up on my boy Bain, and because he's still there. If he's still there, I'm gonna be very mad. So I'm gonna be very, very mad.
Well, he's going down in the next 3 picks probably.
Well, the next 2 after that are Carolina and the Bucks. So
I
listen,
think make it past the Bucks.
Yeah, but do you think Bowles actually would want him? Because I mean, I know they picked Clancy and everything, but
wow,
who they draft?
That is crazy.
Caden Proctor. Wow, Caden Proctor. That means there's going to be a run on offensive linemen.
That's crazy. That's a good pick though when you're trying to rebuild.
Yes,
that's a really good pick.
That's a big man. That's a very big man.
And he doesn't give up. He's a monster.
He is huge. Oh, I hope he likes that Miami Heat.
Yeah, no kidding. Well,
that's a big man.
Well, the thing is if he can kick inside.
Yeah, he can play guard. He can definitely play guard. So
I definitely think offense was probably, like I said earlier, I was going either edge or offense. So offensive tackle or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense for them because, I mean, you've seen what they did to Tua. You see what they do to Tua every year. I mean, the guy's convulsing on the ground 2 or 3 times a year. So,
yeah,
they was knocking the Mario coins out his ass.
Oh man, here we go. Listen, I just hope they don't draft the damn Penn State offensive lineman. Not saying he's going to be bad, but I just don't trust Penn State players that go to the Ravens. It hasn't worked out. The only guy that's ever panned out for us was Jordan Stout, the punter. That just tells you right there that Penn State players do not work out for us because Adolfo Owe, he didn't work out for us. I didn't want him. I wanted Greg Rousseau, and that's who the Bills ended up picking after we picked Adolfo Owe, who had no sacks in college. Just to let you know that. And I'm not just saying I wanted Rousseau because he was a Hurricane. I just wanted him because I felt like
He was a better
played-
pick.
he could play inside and out. I really don't. I'll be kind of shocked in a way if they pick the tight end Sadiq, from Oregon. I really hope they draft Bain because that's who I want. That's who I've been wanting.
Well, I don't think the Rams are gonna draft him.
No, they're drafting Ty Simpson. So, but they're drafting.
Bet you would have took Tyler Warren though.
Tyler Warren.
I bet you would have took him.
Who's that?
No, I didn't. No, I wouldn't want him. I don't want. See, Penn State players don't work out for us. We picked.
I would have took Tyler Warren. I don't know what you talking about.
Listen, he wouldn't have panned out for us. He would have had like some kind of like career-ending neck injury or something. Listen, we picked a outside linebacker / pass rusher from them. Was it in the 3rd round? And he's barely played in the past almost 4 years now. So when I tell you guys we've had bad luck drafting Penn State players, it's like one of those omens. Like, don't draft a UF player in the 1st round, and do not draft a Penn State player. It's just my go-to facts.
Talking about 1st round picks and stuff like that, and Mendoza going number 1 overall. I'm curious because it was 2 years ago? Was it 2 years ago he was playing in UCLA?
Cal.
Yeah. And I really don't remember much of him when he was playing for them. But, 1 year removed, IU, and now he's number 1 draft pick in this draft. But then you got the quarterback that played for Tennessee, the freshman, 2 years ago. I can't even pronounce his last name. He moves over there.
Nico Emil Lavelle, something like that.
Yeah.
I butchered it just then, but
he moves over there, and now you don't hear anything of him anymore. But he was hot shit back in.
Well, he had something going on, and he took a break from the team. Or I think he got really bad advice.
Yeah,
very bad advice.
I think in years to come, when they kind of settle the water on the whole NIL and finances and transfers.
Well, you think about the advice he got. He was making $2 million a year roughly in Tennessee, and he was doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted $4 million. Now, Tennessee, if you know anything about Tennessee, they don't have a state tax. You ain't paying you ain't paying as much tax on that $2 million. He goes to California, gets the $4 million or whatever he wants. He's paying $2 million of that in taxes.
Right.
So it's like that trade-off and for what?
To drop to a team, to drop from the level of team Tennessee is to the level UCLA is. Terrible advice.
Yeah, he got some horrible advice. And honestly, though, yeah, the NIL is just.
I love it.
I would love it too. If Eli gets a big NIL deal one day, I would love it for him. But it's just like, my goodness, these teams, you got these power schools and these power teams that can afford it, and they're just, you look at D1 teams and you think, okay, you got Alabama, you got Tennessee, you got Florida, you got all these D1 teams, and then you got all these no-name D1 teams. They're D1, but they can't afford the players that these other teams are pulling in, and they're just getting demolished every year.
Miami, Texas Tech,
yeah.
Texas A&M.
Now I will say, Nick, Eli does want to play for Penn State.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
Coach, I'm gonna tell you, boys, what school we ain't going to visit, and that's old Sandusky U.
Yeah, I ain't wanting to. ain't want to go there, man. I listen. I respect Joe Pa, but I really can't.
Nah, because they tried to take away Bobby Bowden wins and give Joe Paterno the most wins ever, and he was up there high in child predators. I don't got no
Oh,
remorse
man.
for Penn State.
Oh man, I'm so mad right now. So mad.
What, LA's picking?
Ravens. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
they got the Penn State guard.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just guessed the last two picks too.
Yeah.
You jinxed it?
Dude, it's been a known fact that we wanted that guy. And I was really hoping Ruben Bain would have been the guy. So I hope he goes to the Bucks now, because then I can at least root for him nearby, unless we trade back in, but I don't see it happening. So,
Still a Florida team.
Yeah. I mean, if he's going to go to a team, I hope he goes to a team that I'm going to like, the see him do good. I don't want to see him do good against the Ravens, but I like to see him do good. I would like to see him do good in, a different uniform that's not Steelers, Bengals, or, Browns. So,
Well,
I hope he goes to the Bengals.
No, the Bengals don't got a first round pick. So
might slide.
He could. I could see
somebody could trade back up in the back.
Listen, I could see someone doing that.
So what do you think about the Ty Simpson pick? Let's go back there.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. So,
I think it's a good pick for him. He gets to learn under Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Right. I think it could be a really good pick, because I think that first game against Florida State just deer in the headlights a little bit. After that, he was real solid all season.
Mm-hmm.
But in LA, like Sean said, you get to learn under Stafford. McVay's your coach. The pass rush that you face every day is elite in the whole league. So you shouldn't face many teams where the pass rush shows you something you don't get to see on a regular basis.
He's definitely got a good quarterback he can learn. He's one of the, you think of all these quarterbacks, I say from, when I was younger, during the Manning era and the Brady era and Phillip Rivers and all those, like Stafford's really one of the only ones that's kind of left over from that era, besides Aaron Rodgers, who's just bouncing around everywhere. And I mean, the dude's got gray in his beard, and he's still slinging the ball and reading defenses better than anyone. So he's going to learn a lot from him.
Yeah. And, that also kind of puts a little pressure on it. The end is going to come. But they got a really young defensive line. They got a lot of pieces on defense. They got a really young Puka, maybe the best wide receiver in the game. Depending on who you ask. I do too. I don't think he's the most talented, but I think he's the best.
I'm a little shocked though that they didn't try to wait a little bit longer to take him. You know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't do that,
because I don't think Cleveland would have drafted him.
I don't either.
Miami probably would have tried to trade up to get him.
What about New York?
No, Jackson Dart.
Yeah. No, not Giants, Jets.
Oh yeah, that's someone who could have traded up to get him and definitely would have wanted to be quiet about it. You know what I mean?
I mean, they're number 16 right now. to pick. If he would have slid past LA, Baltimore's not going to take him. Tampa's not going to take him. He could have went to New York Jets.
Yeah,
and then his career would have essentially ended at that point.
Yeah. Shoot, the Steelers probably could have taken him in a way, but I feel like they're gonna re-sign Rodgers. Rodgers gonna go there, and
That dumb. They should have kept George Pickens. I would have kept George Pickens with DK Metcalf. Pick your poison.
He definitely a good player. I think a lot of his problems is I don't even want to say it because it sounds horrible, but his ego got to the better of him sometimes, and he's just I don't know. Like I said earlier, Nick, the grit needs to be there, but sometimes it's like simmer down a little bit, man. Like, we know you're good. So
yeah, I'll be honest, something I don't like. I remember when I was younger, guys just overly celebrating every catch like it's a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do your little thing, throw your first down sign or whatever, but you're getting a 3-yard gain on 3rd and 19 and you're jumping up screaming and hollering for what?
Yeah, and I think he had a couple years ago, they weren't throwing the ball to him, and he was just like, the things and stuff that he was saying and doing was just bringing everyone around him down, and it was kind of a bad atmosphere. And when I seen that, it was a bad look because I know he's better, and it's like, why are you acting that way? Don't act that way. Like, you're messing up the whole vibe right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. It's crazy to me. I mean that.
The Bucks, boy. That's one of the best guards in the draft.
Bucks select Bane.
Well, there you go. You get to watch him now.
Yep.
Nick's so mad. Hey, Nick, it's all right, man.
I wanted Bane so bad, man.
I know you.
I just don't trust Penn State players, man. Mark my words. If this doesn't pan out, we're gonna clip it.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I remember when Michael Parsons was in college. A kid went to college there, and he transferred after his freshman year, 4-star DB, and they sued the school. And he said Michael Parsons held him down and rubbed certain parts of his body on the kid's face.
Mm-hmm.
Dog.
And in the lawsuit, when they settled it, it's probably an NDA. But that, I don't like that. I don't like Penn State.
Listen, I don't like Penn State at all, man. Like, I've never liked Penn State. I'm a Miami fan. So, we grew up hating Notre Dame. We grew up hating Alabama. We grew up hating, all them damn schools. And then we hated, FSU in Florida, and South Carolina. We used to have a rivalry with South Carolina, and then we fought too much with them and so they stopped the rival. So, but I grew up hating Penn State and Notre Dame and Ohio State, and it's just one of those things where it's like, damn, man, like, Penn State players don't work out for my damn team. Neither do UF players. We drafted Matt Elam, we drafted I think it was Dexter Jackson, the wide receiver. We drafted those guys. They did not pan out for us.
I'll tell you, that's a big dude.
What?
The lineman that they got for the Ravens got. That's a huge dude.
He's got good hands. He didn't give up a sack last year. It's to me, like, they need to keep Lamar upright, which is fine, but I rather have gone with guards that would have been there in the second, third, fourth round. That's just my opinion. You got guys like Rutledge from Georgia Tech. You have the guard from Texas A&M that I really like. I really like Inez Cooper from Miami, just because I feel like every year that he was at Miami, he kept getting better and better and better. It's just one of those things where it's like, damn, dude, like, what do we do? So
I guess we're just gonna have to see how it plays out.
I that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe so. The guy that we have for our O-line coach is like one of the best in the business, right? He's one of the best in the business. He is going, and he is Tedford is a very good O-line coach, and he worked him out at his pro day. Vega. Awana Vega. He's he's a big man, So
Yeah.
Oregon tight end Sadiq is going to the Jets.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think of a lot of things the Jets need, and I mean, tight end might be one of them, but I don't know if it'd be the top of my list.
Well, I mean, I feel like they have a lot, so.
Did Ant disappear?
Yeah, he left. I'm trying to get hopefully he comes back on. I think he will. Probably have to take a phone call. Draft coverage, if you want. And give a take. So I don't know if you saw the episode that we had with the Reapers owner, Dustin, and his wife. They're down south, down near Fort Myers and everything. And dude, man, they got it going on with their program. They like the wife designed their website. Basically, it's a all-in-one website where it's not all the hoops you got to jump through when it comes to like Pop Warner, and you got to worry about scholastics, and you got to worry about all this other stuff with other the other people. So I'm trying to see if he will come on to give his take on NFL and everything, but we'll see if he'll come on. I invited quite a few people to come on, to come give a take.
Yeah,
just no one's wanting to do it.
They're all watching the draft, man.
Yeah, I mean, I told Big Mike to get on if he wanted to get on. He's at Glory Days. I want to talk about food with you, Portwood. Dan, I went to Glory Days for the damn basketball meeting for junior NBA, and I'm quite pissed off at Glory Days. I like them as a restaurant that is a chain restaurant that supports, the local youth and everything like that, and the high school teams and stuff like that. And Steve Day, he does a great job running that Glory Days and everything. But I'm a little mad because I went to get the cauliflower buffalo wings, because they have cauliflower wings. Dude, they are phenomenal, and they took them off the damn menu.
Yeah, they're cauliflower. That's why.
Dude, I love me some cauliflower wings. Listen, I know that's hard for me to, hard for anybody to believe me actually liking cauliflower, but listen, the way they did it, they breaded it and everything, and tasted just like a damn chicken wing. And Heather would get the ones with sweet chili sauce, and that was good. And they took it off the damn menu, dude. And they took my damn buffalo chicken nachos off the menu probably about almost a year ago. and now they can't even make it anymore. And I'm just like, I'm just, I'm kind of irritated because I hate when restaurants, especially chain restaurants, have something really good that I like to get, and they just,
You know
they,
how when you're running a business, man, sometimes you might be the one to buy it, but not everybody else is buying it. I
yeah,
know when
but
I go there, I like to go there on Fridays, and I don't eat fish. I rarely eat fish, but I go there and I'll get like the little fish thing on Fridays, which is pretty good. I like it. But I tell you, I like you talk about people helping the community and stuff like that, and businesses and restaurants.
mhm.
One that I've noticed that does it, and they helped Eli out during this last fundraiser for Lecanto. I emailed the guy, and I was just like, "Hey, I appreciate what you do for the community and what you do for the schools, because they're not biased to any one school. They help all the
Yeah.
schools in the area, Coney Island and Crystal River.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
the owner is he's a very good guy. The Coney Island and Brooksville, they're good people too. They're the ones that bought the Coney Island from Blair and stuff that runs Florida Cracker Kitchen.
mhm,
But the guy that owns the one in Crystal River, he's such a nice guy, man. I met him when he first opened up. I guess he raced tractors,
yeah,
and like I said, he's a very good guy. He means well and everything. I just sometimes I feel like he's not like it's not like the original. It's not like the one in Brooksville. That's the only that's my only downfall to that one.
mhm,
It's not a knock on him. It's just one of those things where that's my preference. I
yeah.
like I like the one in Brooksville. But he's a nice guy though. He's a very nice guy and everything. I've met him, so
Yeah,
um
they do a lot, and there was another guy back there. One of the cooks back there saw me one day and recognized me from when I was coaching 352, and he was like, "Hey," he was asking me about Eli, and he's like, "Hey man, if you ever need anything, donations for schools, let me know. We'll donate in his name." They're like, "Bring a picture of Eli in here, we'll put it on the wall." I was like, "All right, cool," and that's why when I reached out to that guy, he donated in Eli's name for Lecanto's fundraiser, and I just thought it was pretty cool because they didn't have to do that, but they did.
mhm. um the Lions picked Blake Miller. He's the offensive tackle from Clemson. So
Okay. Wow.
interesting
I
interesting
mean,
pick.
I think the Lions are a great team. Um, y- they have, I mean, the running back situation they have there is, well, last year I thought it was great, and I think Montgomery went somewhere else this year.
Yeah.
Um,
He went to
but
the Texans, I believe, right?
probably, yeah, it was because I knew when he went, I was like, golly, like another good running back that the Colts have to play against twice a year. But I mean, and they like to run that dual running back. Keep your guys fresh the entire game type
Mhm.
of scheme. So you need to have good old linemen in there to open up holes. So
Yeah, and you got to think about Decker. Decker wanted to release, so they replace him. Um, it's one of those things where you're seeing now that basically there a lot of teams are going to try to pick best available player. Now, do I feel like Miller was the second best? Like, was he the best tackle that was available? No, I feel like Freeling from Georgia was better than him. I also do believe Markel Bell and not just being a homer, but that Markel Bell from Miami is it would have been a good pick, but not in the first round, but it's just one of those things where it's like we'll see.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people on Twitter and stuff, happy about the pick, but also upset that we gave up a chance to get Bain for Vega. So it's kind of like a who's who on that one.
You never know. Maybe this is the year the curse will be broken for Penn State players.
Well, I mean, like I told you, Jordan Stout, man, he was a player that we ended up going ahead and he ended up doing really good. Now they just need to address the center position and then go ham on the other picks. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. There's a lot of rumors that are going around that George Pickens will be a Raven at the end of the weekend, which I don't know if I want to deal with that headache in a way, but
it's a blessing and a curse all in one.
If only I had access to EDC, Eric DaCosta, when he, instead of drafting George Pickens in the second round, they drafted David Ojabo, who literally tore his Achilles. I think at his pro day at Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why are you wasting a second round pick on that? Come on, dude. You know what I mean?
It's about like wasting $200 million on a quarterback that tore his Achilles at the end of the season last year.
Listen, I'm gonna predict this now, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I feel like the Cleveland Browns are going to be very competitive this year. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's a bold prediction. Maybe you should add that to your podcast every week. Bold predictions.
I'm probably going to. That's my bold prediction so far. I feel like Deshaun Watson might be back to somewhat of a good standard when he because of Todd Monken, man. I mean, look what Monken did with the Ravens on the offensive side. Monken's that old school kind of guy. He'll tell it like it is, and he doesn't give a damn. And if you don't like it, you can go sit on the bench. And if you really don't like it, you can go get cut and traded. That's just how I feel about it.
I think that's how football should be in a lot of ways, but with Watson, how many snaps has he had in the last few seasons? Because it doesn't seem like it's very a lot.
Yeah,
it's like every year he's either injured or he's got some controversy going on outside. That's getting in the way of him playing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just the fact that he's not it's just not I don't know. He's not a savvy guy. Oh, the Vikings select Caleb Banks, D tackle out of Florida. That's it's pretty high. It's pretty high right there for a guy that has a bad foot. He should be back before training camp, they said. But his foot, man, he just had surgery not that long ago. I don't know if I trust the foot injury.
I find it really, I always find it kind of amazing how you see these players go in the first round that have all these prior injuries. It just makes me wonder why, what they're seeing and like what they're talking about behind the scenes. It's like, why is this guy first round material when, at the end of the day, yeah, character's everything too, but if you can't get off the ball quick or you got something limiting you, it's like, how do you pay that salary? How do you build that contract for a player that has just came off an Achilles injury or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's so wild to me. It's so wild to me how some teams reach. And I know, like guys have different draft grades and everything like that, but you know, so Todd Monken said on the Fano left tackle. He's here to play right tackle for the next 2 years, and then he'll play left tackle. So they're saying that he's going to play left tackle, maybe play right tackle for the first 2 years, and then switch to left tackle. They'll figure it out though. So that's interesting indeed. So
their plan for him all along was to change positions right off the rip.
Well, the guy, like I told you, when he got drafted, when he was when I was hoping to get him, he could play right tackle, he could play left tackle, he could play center, he could play guard. He played all 5 positions. He's kind of like a Bruce Matthews that played for the Houston Oilers back in the day, and the Tennessee Titans. When they went to that Super Bowl against the Rams back in the day. He is a versatile guy that can play all 5 positions if he wants. The Panthers select Freeland, Monroe Freeling from Georgia. So with the 19th pick. So obviously you're having a run on O lineman. I'm a little shocked that the wide receivers you only had the 2 wide receivers that have gone. You've had 1 corner go. Normally there's more DBs and cornerbacks taken in the draft, by now. That just tells you right there how rich of a draft this is when it comes to O-line compared to the secondary and the actual like wide receivers and stuff too. Like the O-line and D-line is actually more deep this year, it seems like.
Yeah, everything I read I think they were again, I go back to the betting part of it, but the over under on offensive linemen was like 8.5. So they're thinking there's going to be around 8 to 9 O linemen going in the first round.
Well, let's see what we're at. Let's see how many we're at. You have Malioa, you have Fano, you have Proctor, Freeland, you have the Miller kid from Clemson. I mean, that's what, 5 right there. You have Vega, that's 6. I mean, they're pretty much halfway. They're not even halfway through. I mean, you got 12 picks left, something like that. 20 pick or about 14 picks or so. That I mean, dude, that's a good chance right there that's going to happen. I see someone's going to trade back in and try to get that 5th-year option. So let's see who's up. You got Dallas and then Pittsburgh. And Dallas is up again. I say Dallas is going to go wide receiver. I think they're going to break the trend. What do you say? Did you freeze up on me? You're like frozen, dude. There you go.
I was pulling up my bets to see what I had.
You were like this.
Yeah. I got I got the Jeremiah Love bet right. I got the under 8.5, so I got 8 or less O-line in the first round. So I think you said we're at 5 or 6. So we'll see how that works out for me.
Vega said in his interview, he said, "No one's going to touch my quarterback. Nobody." I hope so, big fella.
No
I
kidding.
hope so. Eagles just traded up
Tonight,
from what
19?
No, they traded up to the Cowboys. From what I understand, I'm a little shocked. How he must have gone ahead and said something to Jerry Jones to sweeten the pot or something. My goodness, he must have said "Go Cowboys" or something. Because I can't see that I can't see them trading within division guys, like that. That's crazy to me,
Yeah, come here. Say hi to Nick.
Oh,
What's up, Eli?
hey, dude.
How you been?
Good. How are you?
Good. Put a shirt on.
You're right.
No girls want to see that.
He's been out running the streets.
That chicken bird chest of yours.
Now I've been getting bigger, bro. Trust.
Hey, you go talking about the legs earlier and all the Achilles stuff.
Yeah.
The weightlifting and stuff they do, they focus so much on legs, which is good. But this kid's legs, he blows me out of the water. And then basically anything I do upper body, he does. He's done surpassed me in a lot of ways.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think I have some stuff for him.
Hey, the Eagles traded for the 20th pick. They gave up their 23rd pick and their 114th pick and 137th pick. And they just selected Malachi Lemon, the wide receiver from USC.
They're trying to
give Jalen Hurts some weapons here.
give Jalen Hurts something else to throw at.
Yeah, even though I swear he's so like up and down, man.
Yeah. Well, how did they do last year? I feel like I don't really have any like.
They could have done better. They could have done better, but the offense. I ain't gonna. So the offensive line, like you have said, offensive line is key to any quarterback. To any quarterbacks being successful, you have to have a good O line. You have to be able to hold up those blocks and keep those people off of you. And the fact that they're not, they're like, hey, we had Dickerson was hurt, Johnson was hurt, Lane Johnson was hurt. You had all these guys hurt on the O-line. Jurgens was hurt, the center. You had all these guys hurt, and yet they still had a chance to be like 1 or 2 seed in the damn NFC, which is wild to me. I mean, they have a good team, but the problem is their offense is stale. It's stagnant, And I just don't. I really don't like it. That's wild though. That so basically they traded up with a rival, and they traded for Lemon. They got Lemon. They gave up a couple picks. Howie did it again, and then the crazy thing about it is now they're going ahead, and they're going to most likely trade AJ Brown to the Patriots post June 1. I mean, unless they get a better deal from somebody else other than the Patriots. But that's crazy to me,
You want to know what's crazy to me? I was just looking through some stuff. This right here is crazy to me. If you remember in the offseason, Alec Pierce.
Yes.
they got rid of Pittman, their number one wide receiver, which and Alec Pierce had a very good season. He had very low receptions for a very high amount of yards. They paid him a lot of money because of it. But in my opinion, the only reason why he was that successful is because he had Pittman lined up opposite of him.
Mm-hmm.
And it opened up the field for him. And now, you make him wide receiver one, you put him on the best corners on the team. That's another thing that's got me worried about the Colts this year, because up until this season, he hadn't really done a whole lot. He's the deep ball threat. That's what he is. He's a deep ball threat.
What makes me mad is you guys got rid of Pittman. And of course, you had to trade him to the stupid Steelers.
Yep.
So you had to trade him to that for pants buttons. You didn't really get much out of them.
Nope.
The other thing that bothers me is you guys went ahead, you traded him away. Who you got? Downs,
Josh Downs, and Alec Pierce, pretty much.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it, right? So you guys will probably be drafting another wide receiver or so.
What we had, was it Pascal that we had?
Yeah,
who did we
Pascal, right?
We sent him to the Jets and like 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner.
No, it was the Texas kid that you traded, Mitchell.
Oh, that's right, Donnie Mitchell. Yep.
AD Mitchell, right?
Yeah, and I think he was our wide receiver 3 at the time, because I think him and Downs was like split between 3 and 4. Mm-hmm. But he was a good receiver. But either way, like when you go and trade away your first round picks, and you go say, oh, here, by the way, we're going to throw this receiver in for it too. Like, I'm just like, what in the world are you thinking? Like, I don't know. If Ballard, if he doesn't do anything this year, this might be his last year. Because under him, we have had some very mediocre seasons for the last few years.
There's some trades that he does that I sit there and I'm just like, what are you doing, dude? Like, yeah. Like, and I'm sorry, but what Ebron said when Eric Ebron said that about the story of Andrew Luck, and he gave him Andrew Luck an ultimatum, and basically told him like, hey, you're going to basically either play or else, like you go get that surgery or else. And Luck was like, I've been in pain for so long. I don't want to be in pain no more. So if that means I don't play this game anymore, then so be it.
But like I said, the or else really worked out for Luck, because Irsay said, hey, by the way, that $100 and some million contract you just signed, don't worry about it. You can keep it. It's like it was a win-win for him. I don't understand how Irsay didn't like look at Ballard and be like, what are you doing? Like,
dude, I would have fired that guy on the spot as soon as I heard him give him my freaking franchise quarterback that ultimatum of, hey, you're giving him what? You're telling him that he needs to go get, man, that man's in pain. He's getting his brains beat in every freaking time, like
he had like a lacerated spleen.
Yeah. I mean, that guy, of course, when he did throw an interception, he tried to make somebody pay for it.
Right.
Which I felt like sometimes he would do it on purpose just so he could tackle somebody,
Right.
But my goodness, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's wild to me though. Like, I just feel like, like when they traded for Buckner a couple of years ago, quite a few years ago, actually, I was like, oh, that's a good pick. But then I felt like you guys gave up way too much for him,
They tend to do that.
Well, I felt like that's what they did with Sauce, man. Sauce, he has to be in the right system, Yeah. I also feel like too that Sauce was getting too full of himself and needs to be humbled. So
yeah.
And
I mean,
yeah.
What they say? He was like I think he was like 1-8 or 1-9 with the Jets, then went over to the Colts, and then he was 1-8 or 1-9 with the Colts. Like between the two teams, they only won 2 games the whole season, and the Colts had up until that point a very winning record. So
Mhm.
it's just like you gave up all that money and all that draft capital for absolutely nothing.
Yeah. And so listen to this. The Eagles, they drafted Lemon today, right? They signed Hollywood Brown. They signed Elijah Moore, and they traded for Wicks from the Packers. Okay. So it's basically kind of like a, who's who,
Yeah.
The Steelers pick is in. They selected the offensive lineman from Arizona State.
Looks like I'm gonna lose that bet.
Interesting. Did you bet the under?
I bet the under.
Oh,
I can give up one more offensive lineman in the first round, or I lose.
I don't know. I don't know if you're going to survive it.
I don't think I'm going to survive. It's not looking good.
No, it does not look good right now. Wow, that's insane right there. So, wow.
And what pick are they on right now? 20 something?
The Steelers just picked. Now the Chargers are going to pick. I'm tipping the picks off earlier. Right now they've got Jerome Bettis announcing the Steelers pick, and that's the kid out of Arizona State, which I'm a little shocked that he went this high.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear his name being called in the first round. Like, I didn't see a lot of mocks of him being a first round pick. So that's very, very interesting on that. You remember I told you about the Banks, Caleb Banks, who had surgery on his foot.
Yeah.
I guess the CT scans said that he is on pace to be fully cleared for football activities in early June as he recovers from surgically repaired bone in his foot. A big guy like that, he might be ready in June, but I say he's not going to be ready until probably late July, early August.
Yeah.
He's a big man. He is a very big man. He's 6'6". And I believe he's like 345 pounds or so. So
yeah, that's a big dude right there.
It is. It's
like 3 of me.
Where do you think the Chargers go with this pick? And I know you're probably not hoping it's O-line.
I'm not hoping it's O-line.
I think they go wide receiver.
They have McConkey.
Mm-hmm. I know Keenan Allen is a free agent. They signed Charlie Kohler, the tight end from the Ravens. They did sign Keaton Mitchell, the running back from the Ravens, too. Mike McDaniel is the offensive coordinator now. So, and I know the O-line was banged up pretty bad last year.
Yeah, Herbert was getting sacked, like stinking. It seemed like 8 times a game. So it really is looking like they're probably going to go O-line.
They could go O-line. I know they might address secondary. I know there's quite a few guys that are available, and I'm trying to see who they got. The pick is in. Trying to figure out who they're going to actually draft, though, is my concern.
Well, good thing I didn't bet a whole lot of money on it.
I guess the reason why the Steelers picked that kid from Arizona State is because Broderick Jones, their left tackle that they drafted out of Georgia, had a setback with his neck injury. So that's the reason why he went ahead and did that. They went ahead and drafted him. So it makes sense on that level. Let's see. Who is the Chargers picking? And they picked Akeem Mesidor out of Miami.
Another Miami guy.
That's the three guys that were supposed to go. So you had three Miami guys, one UF player, and it's not here to defend himself, but is FSU. It's probably going to be a long time before FSU gets a player drafted. He's not going to like that.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I know we sucked.
Well, I don't think
we sucked.
I haven't seen anyone from my team yet.
The Vols?
Yeah.
Yeah, the corner. I'm not sure about McCoy. They say he should be good, but then I also heard a rumor that he might need another surgery on his knee. So I don't know what's true, what's not. You got a bunch of things that float out there that might not be true. So it's kind of like a he said, she said thing,
Yeah.
You got the Cowboys on the clock now. I think the Cowboys, I feel like the Cowboys are going to go wide receiver on this one. But maybe
there's already been
Boston.
2 picked this round.
You have Jordan Tyson, you have Carnell Tate, and Lemon.
Okay, so 3.
I think they go Denzel Boston. I think they go Denzel Boston, or they try to trade back and try to accumulate more picks.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't see the value there and you see something maybe in the second or third round, you could probably pick up a lot of picks for first round pick.
Yeah.
It just depends on who is willing to give up to move up. You got some teams that need a lot of things. Chargers being one of them.
Listen, man, my whole thing about it too is like I told you, next year's draft is loaded. You got, Mark Fletcher coming out. You have Jeremiah Smith. You have all these guys that are big names that are coming out next year that are kind of can't miss players.
Yeah.
There's a guy, Dana Wilson, who came from Missouri. He is, they say he's going to go top 10, and he's a DN for Miami. And he doesn't have no arm length issues or anything. This guy is like a stud,
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with him and everything. So Vega Iona, he said on what he brings to the field, he said that no one's going to get past him and no one's going to survive when they go one-on-one against him. It's a lot of big talk for a rookie. I hope he can back it up, man.
Now, yeah, he's going to have to. I mean, you go first round, you're kind of almost guaranteeing you're going to see that field that first year a lot.
Yeah.
So whether he's 3 down or not.
Dallas is still on the clock. You got the Browns up after that. Then you got the Bears. Got the Bears up after that. So
soon to be Indiana Bears.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
I don't know. I was talking to somebody at work today, and he was like, talking about how he was a Bears fan, and I told him, obviously I'm a Colts fan, and he had to leave work early, and I was trying to get him access to get on the computer and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, don't worry, man. If I get you access and I got to create a password for you, just know it's going to have something to do with the Colts. So, but I told him, I said, they're going to be the Hobart Bears before long. They're going to be up there in Hobart stinking. I don't know, man. Maybe it'll be better for him to get out of that godforsaken city, but
Yeah.
I can't see anywhere in North Indiana being a good spot to go. Like, the only thing you got up there is Notre Dame.
I mean, you got Purdue and stuff, but Purdue's probably further south a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, Notre Dame's right up there, right on the border pretty much. And then you got Purdue, you got Ball State University in Muncie, which is steps away from where I grew up. And then you got IU down in Bloomington, which is, I went to college parties there. So, I mean, but
we, Cowboys just selected Malachi Lawrence. What's up, Jay? Welcome to the show.
Brother? What's up, Nick? How you doing, brother?
It's not been a draft night with you. This is second year now. We've missed the first pick together. Sean, this is one of my former coworkers at a place called Hell.
Heavy on the former.
Yeah, heavy on the former.
I'm glad somebody showed up because my phone's fixing to die.
Oh shit, you're gonna leave me with Nick?
Well, you just gonna leave him here?
He gonna have to talk to you for the next 2 hours now.
Well, he knows balls, so I'm not worried about that.
So, Nick,
I might be calling you here soon because Rachel said she wants to put a screen on the garage.
All right. Well, that's fine. You give me a call. I'm your guy.
I got you.
So, I appreciate you coming on, man. Did I lose him?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, what do you think about the guard you guys took?
I'm not too happy about it. I'm not very happy about it at all. He's a Penn State player, man. I just don't like Penn State players. They don't work out for us. The only Penn State player that's worked out for us is has been a punter, Jordan Stout. So,
well, you can't uniform watch though, bro. Everybody's their own player, you know.
Well, my whole thing is Odafe Owe was, had no sacks, came out of Penn State, had no sacks and everything, and I didn't want him. They drafted Deza Isaac. They drafted him. He hasn't really touched the field at all.
My mic cut out of yours.
No. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can see you talking. I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Let me leave and come back.
All right. Can you hear me now? Oh boy. Here we go. Let's see what we got.
I can hear you now.
You can hear me now?
Yep.
Right.
I think it was right when your buddy left. It cut out.
Yeah, his like thing froze up.
You see Cleveland's pick?
No.
Concepcion?
Oh, did they?
Yep. 24th.
Concepcion?
Yep.
Wow.
That's interesting, but I mean, shit, I guess Deshaun needs somebody
Watson
to throw to.
I mean, look, I told Sean my prediction is that they will be a competitive team this year. I would not be surprised. Would not be surprised. Todd Monken is a good coach. He's a very old school coach and everything like that. So
yeah, well, it's going to come down to quarterback play because they got the defense, they got the running back, they got Fannon's nice.
Yeah,
tight end, and they had a receiver. So I mean, they'll be straight. They just need to. I don't know, man. I don't trust Gabriel Shador or Deshaun, to be honest with you.
You don't trust either one of those, huh?
Nah, I mean, I trust him for 5 wins.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like Monken is he's a QB whisperer. You
And he's
know,
in a tough division. That's another thing.
he is. He is. I think they might have a better record than Cincy though.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. I mean,
I,
because they still haven't got rid of damn Zach Taylor. I don't know what they're waiting for.
I feel like McDermott's calling
I
next
feel like
year.
Vrabel's calling when he gets fired.
Speaking of Vrabel, what's your? Go ahead and let's talk about your rants now.
right.
About this.
All right, so you know how I feel, but
Yep.
so all right, so last year, who did I want? Tell everybody who I wanted. As head coach.
You wanted oh my goodness, who did you want?
Come on
now. Help me out.
Detroit.
Okay, yeah, Ben
Coming out of
Johnson. You
Detroit.
wanted Ben
All right.
Johnson.
And then who was my second option?
You wanted
The guy you wanted this offseason from Buffalo.
Joe Brady.
Joe Brady. That was it.
Yep.
And then I said, if we lose out on them, give me Vrabel. Because
Yeah.
he's an NFL head coach. Like he'll right the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're interviewing. Yeah, we have interest in everybody. Dude, the second Mayo got fired, everybody knew who they were bringing in the building. Instead of exploring your options, they go out and hire a guy that's respect, culture, leader of men, which you know how I feel about those guys.
Mm-hmm.
When push comes to shove, you can yell at these players and tell them you got their back. Who's going to draw up a receiver open on a third down? It ain't going to be Mike Vrabel, right?
Yeah.
He don't call plays, none of that.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson goes out, cooks. Yeah, we made the Super Bowl, but I mean, let's be real. Did he do anything to get us there? Or did Drake May ride the wave of an MVP to get us there? All right.
I mean, I feel like the staff you got to think about Vrabel's defensive guy in a way. So, and I know your defensive coordinator was out, for he was out,
but he didn't.
right?
But he didn't do nothing, dude. Zach Kerr stepped up.
Yeah,
our linebackers coach. So, but anyway, so
mm-hmm.
so we get this leader of men. Ben Johnson goes balls out. All right, hey, I'm gonna let the ladies answer every question first at the press conference. I'm the guy. Aha, look at me. I'm Mike Vrabel. Yep.
Yeah.
Here he goes, cheating on his wife for 6 years, lies about it, talks to the media, laughs it off. That's a joke. Did you hear what they asked him tonight about it?
No.
So at the end of his presser, he pretty much just said more of the same. It was pretty much like, hey, I need to be there for my family, blah, blah, blah. And at the end, somebody kind of called him out. They're like, well, why last week or 2 weeks ago when the media first dropped the pictures and you got asked, you said, what did they say? Like, oh, you said it's laughable or like it's a joke or something. And man's like, well, I was protecting my family. And then he was like, all right, that's all. And then left. So like right when the heat kind of got on him a little bit on the interview tonight, he called it. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
And his excuse was, I was protecting my family. No, what he was protecting was hoping nobody found out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was your chance to come out. I made a mistake. I'm gonna focus on it. He waited till these other pictures came out, and then now it's one of those situations as a kid. You're not sorry you did it. You're sorry you got caught.
Yes, and so let me ask you this: do you think she named that kid after him?
Dude, I mean, I don't know if she did it for him, but the fact that she signed a birth certificate with the kid's name is Michael, whatever, knowing she's having an affair with a guy named Mike, no matter whose kid it is absolutely diabolical, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. Like that is insane.
What I want to know what her kids' names are, because if one of Mike Vrabel, if Mike Vrabel's, what's his middle name?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. Hopefully
fired.
But
I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold on, Mike Vrabel. Give me a sec. Mike Vrabel's middle name. Let's see what it is.
Oh, you're saying if she gave
George.
His middle name?
George. So if her other kid's name's George, we got some issues, man.
Yeah, and then all that's why when you look on social media, everybody's like, "Oh, it's only like an affair, so why should he be fired?" All that, but I'm like, it's more than that, because you look at all the videos that they had together and like all the time she sat down with Vrabel last year in training camp, and just like the demeanor and like the questions they'd ask. In hindsight, knowing what we know now, Like they were literally just trolling everybody, dude. Like talking about each other's spouses and all that. And I'm like, it was bigger than just, hey, they hit it and that was it and got caught. Like they were just straight up taunting the media about it, and now they got caught. They don't know what to do. And when you have a head coach that has built his entire career around, not being a play caller and all that, just building culture and making sure there's no distractions and everything going right, and he's the guy that's going to lead everything, and he goes out and do that, what's his word worth now? You know what I mean? I know a lot of players don't care, because at the end of the day, if you can catch passes and stuff as a player, nobody cares what you do as long as you ain't killing somebody. But when you're a head coach of a team, you're the leader, Like you can't. The reason we got rid of Diggs, everybody said distraction. Going into Super Bowl week with Cardi, all this. You look, who's the biggest distraction of the offseason? Dude, it's draft day, and who's everybody been talking about today?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't
That's
know.
That's why I'm a little shocked that they haven't tried to do like some kind of deal or something to try to get people to stop talking about it.
Bills are trading up for pick 28 for Houston. I wonder, who do you think they're getting? Receiver? Nah, they ain't getting receiver. They just got DJ Moore.
Denzel Boston.
All right. Oof, bro, him with Moore and Keon and Shakir with Kincaid with Cook as a running back. I just, if they do that, that's a Joe Brady pick. I'll tell you that right now.
It's definitely a Joe Brady pick. It ain't gonna be no Bean pick, man.
Yeah,
Joe Brady's gonna want to put his stamp on it. Who do you think the Bears got? Have you found out?
I already saw it. They took the safety from let me see.
Toledo?
Nope, Oregon. Dylan.
Oh wow.
Trump.
Okay. So they picked the kid from Oregon instead, huh?
Yep.
Wow, that's oof. I think the Toledo kid is a little bit better.
We're coming up, man. I hope we get edge rusher.
Is that who do you want? Who's left for edge rusher?
Bro, I'm not a college guy. We need to get a good edge.
Well, I know. I'm trying to see who's like best available. How
usually they put a little list over here.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, so they got picked 63 and 168 to move up 2 spots.
Wow.
Well, no, they also gave up 69, so they moved up like 30 spots later to move up 2 spots now. Move back 2 spots now. I'm curious who they're getting. The Bills. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'll be pissed if they just went up and got a weapon.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, do you think they'll release Coleman?
No, they won't release him. He did enough last year. I feel like he can probably get a role there as like a big slot. But he might be a trade candidate going into training camp, because I don't know if he's going to accept being the 4th option. Because you figure, honestly, he'd be 5th option if they get a rookie, because they got more. If they go and get a rookie, then they would have Shakir. He's a target hog. Then you got Kincaid. That'd put him 4 options ahead of him. And that's Kincaid.
You got Knox.
Still. Yeah, Knox.
Do you think they let's see. Yeah,
they could go edge though, to be honest with you, though, because they switched up their defense a little bit, and we'll see what they do here.
They changed a lot. They changed a lot of their defense.
Yep.
They got rid of Johnson. They traded Johnson away. They traded.
They might go DT here. They might go D line or linebacker, because they didn't re-sign what's his face, Shaq Thompson.
I think they go D line. The defensive tackle from Ohio State, if they do go D line.
Let's see if Nick's the guru still.
If they do, but I feel like Denzel Boston is that guy that they're wanting.
And then who'd they jump? So you figure they traded up. So they traded up 2 spots. They jumped San Fran. San Fran usually takes somebody in the trenches, so they might be taking. 49. Schefter said the 49ers are shopping pick 27. So I wonder if they know who the Bills are taking now.
They probably wanted David. They probably wanted Boston.
Let's see. Well, what did you think about Ty Simpson, dude?
Ty Simpson, I wasn't surprised, but
no, that was 13. You weren't surprised.
I wasn't surprised that they picked him, because Bucky Brooks has been saying that he was going to go that high to the Rams. But I was shocked that they actually pulled the trigger because Bain was still there. You had a couple other guys that were still there that, I thought they would
Ruben
go ahead
Bain,
and
dude.
get.
That's your boy in Tampa.
Yeah, went to Tampa. I'm gonna have to get a Bucks jersey.
Nah,
Damn it!
I know he's got to be happy about that though. I mean,
he stays in the state of Florida. No,
Yep.
no taxes.
That's,
I really wish they would have gotten him, but looks like Bills trade back Denzel Boston right there for them.
Denzel Boston.
That's what I'm guessing.
The Dolphins traded the Dolphins trading pick 30 to the Niners. I would imagine that would be a trade back.
Yeah,
hang on.
That means the Dolphins are trading up because they had the Broncos. So the Bills. Bills
Dolphins
traded 26 and 91 for exchange for 28 and 69 and 168.
That's a good trade for them. Yeah, that's a good trade for Houston. You move up 22 picks.
Mm-hmm.
So the Dolphins are moving up to pick 27, and they're trading 30 and 90 for pick 27 and 138. So I'm curious who they're going to get. They've had a rough night, to be honest. I think they've read the board wrong, to be honest.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, dude, they had downs in their hand, and they traded back. I mean, they must have just – I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I ain't got no –
them trading – yeah, but them trading for downs, though, I felt like that would have been like kind of like a Fitzpatrick, a Minkah Fitzpatrick kind of pick. And it's like, why would you draft him? When you gotta address the trenches, man. You gotta still a young quarterback and everything. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well, they ain't got a quarterback. I'll tell you that right now.
You don't think Willis is decent?
I mean, he's a bridge. I don't think anybody should take the bait on 2 months of football or a month of football, whatever it was.
Ooh. Remember we were talking about trenches?
Yeah. Who'd the Bills get?
They got Rutledge. Looks like
a guard.
Yep, Georgia Tech. Dude, they just picked the guard from freaking the Gators 2-3 years ago, right?
Torrance. They got Torrance. They kept their center. They still have, and I'm actually shocked because, to be honest, they're from all the smoke this offseason, there's been a lot of weird rift between Dawkins and them, and the fan base is kind of not turning on them, but they're not as in love with them as they used to be. And they took a guard, so that's intriguing. They're in win now mode, I think.
Yeah, well, they're trying to build. So they're trying to do what, kind of like what the Bears did last year, where they're trying to build in and then out.
Yeah.
So, but Rutledge, that's a reach, man. I've seen a lot of mock drafts where he's still around mid second round.
Who is it?
Rutledge.
Well, he ain't there now. Guard.
So
he's off the board now.
Yeah,
Rutledge,
I mean that's huge. That's very, very, very big, right there. That's wild.
So I'm trying to see. Did the Bills trade back or the Bills traded up?
No, the Texans says the Texans pick is in. So did the Texans
that
pick?
Makes sense. I thought the Bills. So the initial tweet I said the Bills traded, but the Texans traded up. The Bills traded back. Okay, now that makes sense. So the Texans picked them. I was like, dude, what are they doing, the Bills? All right, that makes a lot more sense. That's a pretty good trade for
that. Well,
Buffalo.
it's still a reach for
Houston.
I still think it's still a reach for the Texans.
Yeah.
But they're trying to rebuild that O-line.
Yeah, and the thing is,
their O-line was atrocious.
I would say that put not that there was any true merit behind it, but I think that puts to rest any chance that Nico Collins got moved, because I don't know if you saw there was a weird rumor earlier tonight that teams have reached out to them. That ain't happening.
Yeah. I feel like if that was going to happen, he would have gone to the Eagles or somebody like that. You know what I mean?
Yep. I ain't even gonna lie, dude. if Boston's there for us, dude, I know we need edge rusher. Nah, we got to take edge, dude. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna be upset with a receiver, but dude, I would honestly be fine taking a guy like Boston and then just saying I'm good on AJ Brown, unless it's a second or third round pick.
But
in the
I
future,
feel like
you
you got to surround him, man. You got to surround your quarterback. Do you think they go? So you got Boston. You have Omar Cooper still available.
I don't think we're gonna go receiver, to be honest.
No. So pass rusher, you said.
Yeah, we need pass rusher so bad, dude. It ain't even funny.
You got Kendrick Folk. He didn't have a lot of production. You have Zion Young. You know, do I feel like you're gonna go? Let's see. I mean, you got Caden McDonald still out there, but he's more of a D tackle already. He's a D tackle. Peter Woods,
dude. You know what gets me
available.
nervous, Nick, is the last like 2 weeks. There's been a lot of like national reporters, not really local guys, but a lot of national reporters that have mocked DT to us, and I'm like, we got Barmore and Milton. Like, I just think that's so weird. Unless they, oh, you know what? So the Dolphins took Chris Johnson, the cornerback. A lot of people had us taking him the last couple of days.
Chris Johnson,
the cornerback, yeah,
from San Diego State.
Mm-hmm.
He's on Kuiper's list. He's like the fourth best corner, or no, fifth best corner. Wow.
Yeah, I was kind of nervous as much as, you know, you can never have too many good corners, but like for us specifically, the Pats, dude, I'm like, we got Carlton and Gonzo. Like, the last thing we need right now is another corner. And we got Marcus from the slot.
I'm kind of shocked that they went that way for the Dolphins. I'm really shocked about it.
It's the Dolphins. What are they gonna do?
I know, but you know, nothing surprises me with them. And try to tell me I gotta take it easy on them. I said, no, man. I said they one of the biggest trash talking fan base there is. Yep. Yet they haven't won a damn playoff game since I've been in damn high school.
Hey, what's the worst that happens if they miss this pick? They don't win a playoff game for 25 years? Who cares?
I know. Oh man, it's the facts though, man. So it's definitely the facts when it comes to that. But it's gonna be interesting to see what happens on night 2, because the Ravens are gonna
JTP?
I don't know. That's a good question. It's probably Bass's bedtime. He's like
Switchblade.
Yeah. He's like, I would have came on the show, but I was too late. It was too late, Jay. You know.
So what's your in your opinion? What's the best pick you've seen in the first round so far?
I mean, let's see. I really think Sonny Styles going to the Commanders is like one of those, like that fell right in their lap. You know what I mean? Like that. Yep. That was that pick that it fell right in their lap. I really like that pick a lot for them. I'm questioning the Saints, because you would think they would.
They took Tyson, right?
Yeah, and I understand like the upside, but the man's always hurt, and like you need a lot of things to fix that team, and they just, I don't know, man. They just don't seem to, you know, they should have accumulated more picks. You know what I mean?
Agree. But what I will say is they do like Shook a lot, so you go surround him with a little bit more talent, and I guess see what he gets, see where he gets you.
Yep. Let's see what else. What was your so far? What's your most intriguing pick, and then what is your most questionable pick?
I'm gonna be honest, dude. Ruben Bain to Tampa was interesting. Like, I just thought, I mean, that's intriguing because everybody. I mean, it's weird. He kind of like died down near the end of, like, after the measurements and combine and all that. Intriguing? Probably Arvell Reese, dude. The fact that he fell down to 5. Everybody thought he was a lock for the top 4. Bro,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, the Bills just traded us pick 28.
What?
That's it. Yeah, they traded us pick 28 for pick 125 and 31. We're on the clock.
Really? So you got two draft picks?
No, we gave up pick 31.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. So who we jump? Kansas City and San Fran?
Yeah.
We have to be getting D-line.
No, I think it's wide receiver.
You think we're getting Boston? I wouldn't hate that, dude. Bro, I swear to God, Bill Belichick's gone. We better not take some guard from Chattanooga. If so, you're gonna just see Jay has left the chat.
I mean, it could be Zion Young. It could be Peter Woods. They say Peter Woods is like Quentin Williams.
Give me a weapon, dude. Give me a weapon.
Yeah, I think you need one for your guy,
dude. If you
go ahead.
Just give me Boston, dude, and I'm telling you, just give me an AJ Brown trade, and then we'll be straight. Give me like a mid-round tight end, some intriguing weapon. Dude, we only gave up pick 125, which ain't bad because we got so many late round picks. It ain't even funny.
Yeah. Do you think Pickens gets traded?
No. Who'd they take? They took Downs, right?
Downs, and then they traded, and then they got Malachi.
I'm not looking at my phone anymore because I'm a live reaction to pick.
Yes, please.
So what's your final guess?
Who are you following, anyways? They're probably going D-line, like you said, or Boston.
I see in my peripheral my Twitter notifications going off 500 times. So we took somebody.
You follow Schultz,
dude. I follow all the underground beat writers too that have him before Schultz somehow.
Huh.
All right, here comes Goodell. Oh boy. Watch. Cole Strange, guard, Chattanooga. Please be edge or receiver or tight end. Bro, a tackle, dude. I mean, that's not the worst pick, but that's, dude, they're just playing for the future, dude.
Tackle out of Utah.
Yeah, there was a lot of mocks that we'd get a tackle, dude. I just don't. We still got Moses and Will Campbell. I mean, unless they plan on one of them kicking in, which I would hope it's T-Rex Campbell.
It's an interesting pick.
We really didn't address edge rusher at all this offseason, and then we just, went out and drafted a tackle round 1. That's interesting.
It's very interesting because you guys also moved up to get him.
Yeah. They probably thought that either Kansas City or San Fran was going to snag. I mean, and here's the thing is they figured, they probably figured honestly San Fran was going to take him because he does play on the left side, right? He is a left tackle.
I think so. It looks like
so.
It
they probably thought San Fran was going to take him with all this rift between Trent Williams. I know they re-signed him, but
maybe they thought Kansas City was going to do it. Was gonna go there, huh?
Yeah, that's my guess. If not, San Fran was gonna.
Let's see. He's 6'6", 313 pounds. He's got good feet.
I already like him better than Will Campbell.
Joey said, "What? Thoughts, Jay? Joey, get in here. How about that?" He's solid in good change of direction. He plays with balance and functional movement skills, allowing him to mirror and sustain a pass protection. When bull rushed, he can anchor with a bend, not break mentality.
I just hope I hope we trade up and get an edge rusher.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, that's if we come up and get an edge rusher, we're fine. The only reason, I mean, I wanted a weapon, but I shouldn't. It's not like we needed one because we're getting AJ Brown.
Mhm.
It seems like, but
That's what the rumors are.
I just really hope we don't plan on redshirting this guy because you can't take a pick with year 3 Drake May on a rookie deal and go, hey, we're going to redshirt him while Morgan Moses starts.
Unless your coach sleeps with Adam Schefter now.
I wouldn't put it past him at this point.
Just saying. I mean, who do you think the Chiefs pick right now?
But the problem is we got Vera Tucker. So, like, honestly, dude, there's no way we don't redshirt him because, dude, we got Campbell. We got Vera Tucker. We got Jared Wilson at center. We still got Michael Wenyu, and we got Morgan Moses.
Do you move Campbell inside?
But I'm saying if you do that, you're kicking who you kicking out? You just paid Vera Tucker, so if he's healthy, he's starting.
Yeah.
Wenyu's one of the higher paid guards in football, and he's one of our better offensive linemen. Jared Wilson, we just took him, I think 4th round last year. Damn, Ari Meov just tweeted the Steelers were on the phone with Mekhi Lemon at 21, and then the Eagles traded up.
Oh crap!
What?
I'm not liking this pick. Kansas City.
Who'd they take?
Peter Woods.
Who's that? Safety?
No, D tackle Clemson.
You didn't like it for the Chiefs, or you didn't like that they took them?
I didn't like that they took him. He's
the Jets just traded back into round 1.
This is the most Jets thing ever. Who do you think they're eyeing?
Good question. Literally, they have so many holes. Probably defense, I would imagine.
Corner.
Yep, they could.
Yeah, I could see them taking McCoy. Or the safety from Toledo. I can see that. Let's see. Tell that fool to get in here.
Imagine as I'm watching y'all live and just heard everybody, dude's just sitting back, switchblading it, enjoying his life.
By the way, the last time a Miami player fell further than expected and landed right in the Bucks' lap, it was Warren Sapp. So that's a pretty good resume right there with history repeating itself. So what's up?
Let's see.
Where does this guy fit? Man, this guy can't pay attention while he's listening to us live.
I know, dude. He says, I just heard you say that live. Tell him get in, dude. JTP, just click the link and get in, clown.
Yeah, just click the link.
We got like literally probably like 15 minutes.
You can talk about. You can plug your sheds and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I run that place now. All right, Chiefs pick. Goodell's getting booed off the stage again, or on the stage. Good old Pete.
Oh boy. Peter Woods.
I love this. I'm reading Twitter. Somebody goes on a tweet. Somebody says, O-line set for the next decade. Like, did we not just see Will Campbell get his lunch money taken all Super Bowl, all playoff run? Like, why are we acting like we're just shooing this man into left tackle and he's going to be straight? Right. Ooh, do you see the Jets pick? That's intriguing.
Who they pick?
Omar Cooper.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Him with G-Dub, and then they took Sadiq.
They got 3 good wide receivers now.
Yeah,
young wide receivers.
4 games at Geno Smith.
That's intriguing. Very intriguing. So, you think they trade? Is it Wilson or Olave? They have
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah.
Well,
You
now
think
the
they trade
Bills are
Wilson?
on the clock. They still have an option to get a weapon.
I still think they go Boston.
I would
They
hate
still-
that, but I think they go D-line
Yeah.
or linebacker.
CJ Allen maybe for linebacker. I feel like CJ Allen's you know, a little bit much of a reach. Let's see. Corey Edwards.
Hey,
You-
third time caller, long time listener.
Oh
Corey-
my lord!
Corey, this is my buddy Jay. Jay, This is
JJ, what up?
Jay,
What
this
up,
is
brother?
one of the Dolphin fans I'm talking about.
The greatest organization and miserable fan failures.
He's actually one of the most humble Dolphin fans that I know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
we suck. I either get a good Miami Hurricane season or a good Miami Dolphin season.
Yeah, the Dolphins. Let's be real. That's not real.
Oh, it's so bad. I will say, what an amazing first round draft pick. That dude is an absolute freaking killer on the offensive line. It's not flashy, but if you're building, I guess you kind of got to get that offensive line in check before you actually get to your next couple of years of skill players.
Yeah, we can't see you, dude.
Yeah, why's that?
I don't know.
Oh,
There
it's
you go.
against the
There
wrong
you go.
angle.
The wrong angle.
We got
All right.
we got
I haven't
Patriots
been
fan
listening.
on
Rick. I've
here.
been watching it at Texas Roadhouse.
We got-
You guys have definitely made it a point to mention how Ruben Bain going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is the steal of the draft.
Yeah, honestly,
It has to be, right?
so far it seems like it. He fell in the pre-draft process for some weird
I
reason.
know.
Well, they try to say it's his arm length, and then the whole accident that the girl ended up dying like 3 weeks later. That wasn't even his fault. She wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and the fact that he was changing lanes, but this car came 2 lanes over and plowed into him. So they didn't see him at fault. The family didn't see him at fault.
I love when teams act like they care about that. Like, come on.
Well,
You know
well,
what I
dude,
think it comes down to, Nick? I think the
Yeah.
guy just has a horrible personality. Even as a Miami Hurricane fan, I just have always thought he has a horrible personality. He is not made for interviews. And the thing about that, though, is the best defensive lineman in the world. I mean, they have their horrible personalities. I mean, you're not talking about you're not talking about Strahan. You're not talking about these guys that are on camera. We're talking about the other 90% of the best defensive linemen. They're not made for camera.
I mean, Warren Sapp was a talker, but he was also like one of the rudest
Everything he
mofos
said
you'll
was
ever meet.
controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he always was in the doghouse for saying something stupid, But what a freaking skill player,
Titans are on the clock. The Bills have
Yeah,
traded out of
wow.
the first round.
Wow, the Bills
getting your
traded
boy Kellen
out of the
some
first
help.
round. That's crazy.
I bet you they got a decent haul. Because I always hate trading out of the first. Like, you lose that 50-year option. Like, what are you doing?
Well,
So they probably
that's
got a good
if they
trade on it.
used the 5th-year option, though. We didn't use the 5th-year option on Linderbaum this year. Last
Yeah.
year,
Yeah,
like
and
a
then you
dummy.
If
have to
they're
go get
actually
$30 million.
worth it, they don't use it. They want to pay him so
Well-
they don't get the chance to leave.
Well, that's why I was kind of happy that they actually used the 5th-year option on Zay Flowers. I was like, you better
Yep.
use the damn option on him.
On
You know?
Flowers, for sure.
So the Jets are now on the clock. Now they're waiting for the 33. Okay, never mind. I'm trying to catch up to all these beat writers that are supposed to keep up to date on this crap.
Oh, man. Keep it real
Bro,
from your own perspective.
Hey, I do
I
love
Yeah.
the 8-minute clock. I'll tell you that. We're going to be wrapped up by 11 o'clock tonight. That's great.
That's a first, right? Normally
Yeah,
we're
dude.
like leaving glory days at like 11:30.
Yeah, no shit. I remember past years, dude. The picks take forever. It's weird
Yeah.
because this year the first pick they let that shit drain down and then like pick 2, 3, and 4, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, yeah, y'all took forever to pick Mendoza
Yeah.
somehow, but then the next few picks already knew what they wanted. Like, come on, dude.
They don't really spend a lot of time on the picks like they used to either. That's what I've noticed. So
Yeah, they get them in and out.
This year is going pretty quick.
yeah, it's definitely gone quick. What did you think of the pick of the cornerback? He was the 5th best cornerback on Mel Kiper's list.
Keldrick Falk
Corey.
Oh, what did I
to Tennessee.
think about it? Well, you see, being a lifetime Dolphin fan, really, what pick is not going to make the most sense.
Yeah.
They nailed it. Man, I'm so tired of drafting. They last a couple freaking seasons, 1 to 2, and if they're good, they get traded to a really good team, and then we're drafting another corner. It's just so old, man. I mean, it really is. When you're a Dolphins organization, even though they were voted by the players as one of the better organizations to play for, dude, it just gets old, man. The whole organization needs to be redone. I mean, owner, and everything. It just they don't know how to get the right people in place.
I don't see you guys I don't see this new coach lasting too long. In fact, I see eventually in a couple of years Jason Taylor being the head coach of you guys.
I don't want to leave the Hurricanes.
My favorite thing about what the Dolphins are doing is that they really cleaned house and got rid of everybody, but they're keeping the running back who has insane value. I don't get that.
Yeah.
One ACL or Achilles injury, and that man's value is in the shitter.
It might, it might have been that there wasn't much value with teams that won, because the guy is a top 10. Listen, if you watch the guy play, it's electrifying.
Which is great.
100%, man. And I just don't know if there were a lot of teams out there that were willing to give what he was worth. It's not a big name. He's not going to sell tickets. If you get him, you pay for a lot, you get him. He's not going to sell tickets. No one really even knows who the guy is.
Yeah, plus, and then his value went down when there was also a Travis A-chain.
Yep.
Yeah. And I still can't
But he
believe
is fun to watch.
You guys traded Waddle like that, Like
Listen, hey, as a Dolphins fan, getting to watch every snap, let me be real. Waddle is not worth the hype. He's not.
Yeah, he's solid. He leaves every game like 3 times, I feel like.
Yeah, man. Like, listen, great number 2. And I mean probably a top 5 number 2. But a number 1, he'll never be. I feel bad for anyone that thinks that they're getting a number 1 for him.
Well, they had to get Fraud Nick some help.
Where do you all think Tyreek Hill goes?
Chiefs.
I was gonna say, dude, I know it sounds cliche. Probably just back to Kansas City. Why not, dude?
For sure. Oh, he's going back to Kansas City. There ain't no doubt about it. He's gonna be on nice
San Fran.
I could see him go to San
Fran. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. I could see that too.
Shanahan getting that man.
That'd be fun to watch.
I think there's been enough hints, and friendships that he has still there, that he'll end his career there.
But I'll tell you what, imagine him in San Fran, dude. His Achilles would be fried chicken.
Yeah.
With that
listen, he's older now. What's his timetable to return? He ain't coming back this year, is he?
Probably mid-year at best.
He's older now.
They're saying that he'll be back by training camp.
Bro, Notre Dame running back Jadarian Price, final pick of the first round to Seattle.
He wasn't even the best running back on that team.
Yeah.
Dude, they really love their running backs, dude.
I can't believe they actually made that pick. I'm surprised they didn't trade back to accumulate more picks.
Yeah, 100%.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's interesting. But I'll tell you what, I ain't gonna doubt that GM right now. There's GMs that get the benefit of the doubt. He's one of them for now.
Listen, he has made a lot of good moves this year.
Snyder and them have killed it, dude.
Yep, he turned that Russell Wilson trade into a freaking gold mine. So
Yeah.
well,
let's be honest, that defense carried that damn team. That defense is one of the best defenses I've seen in a long time. They just don't get the credit for it, I don't think. Everyone knows they're a great defense, but I don't think they put them up for one of the greats.
Yeah, and it is crazy when you think about the fact that they traded DK Metcalf and then won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, you don't need that big tall wide receiver. You know, when you got JSN like that, you know.
You don't need to spend your money that way when you got that. Yeah.
JSN, man. I still wish he was in New England, dude. I wanted him so bad on draft night.
Yeah. I remember draft night, Corey, a couple of years ago. Jay was like, JSN. I'm like, dude, I don't know if his knees will hold up. Man, that guy, I guess he's wearing like a tighter cleat, and now he doesn't have the leg issues that he has. That he had when he was in college. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy that he's wearing smaller size shoes that helps him not pull his hamstring or anything like that. That's wild. That's so crazy to me.
Hey, Nick, remember what we were talking about the other day? Talking about JSN? I said, dude, I don't know much college ball, but there's a few guys that I follow. Dude, I followed CeeDee Lamb, JSN, and Drake May. Those are the only three guys I ever banged the table for, bro. 3 studs.
Yep. Hey, since I got you on, give me 3 mom and pop restaurants, Jay.
Oof, mom and pop restaurants. All right, you might know this place. It's the barbecue place way down there on 50. Do you know the name of it? I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. Before 50. You get to 75. Let me look it up.
Deep South?
3%. Yeah, Deep South barbecue. Fire.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like Deep South. I mean, mom and pop. So it's a breakfast place. You like breakfast?
Yeah, I love breakfast.
So in Brooksville, Lazy Maid Creperie. You ever heard of it?
Yes.
You ever been there?
Yes.
Fire.
I want to go there. I keep on wanting to go there.
Dude, that place is. Me and Amy go there quite a bit. Let's see, one other place, mom and pop. All right, so there's a New Orleans place in the heart of Brooksville. You ever heard of it? Taste of New Orleans?
No.
Pretty solid. It's if you go past my branch over there in Brooksville towards the other 50, you take a left at that light. It's about a mile on the right. The only thing I will say is if you ever want it, order it to go, because I sat in there, we almost boiled to death, dude. It was hot as hell in there.
Yeah.
But tasting
so always take it to go.
Damn good. Yeah, get it to go, dude. It was hot as hell, but the food was fire. We got I think it was called the crab. Forget the name of it. It was they had sausage. I don't know. It's whatever the New Orleans like.
It's like a crab boil.
Yeah, crab boil type thing, and they had like sausage, crab. It had like a nice little kick to it. It was pretty damn good, dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
now,
places.
Now, before I let you leave, what 3 things are you grateful for?
3 things am I grateful for? My boys. You, Nicholas. Football. I already love my sports, and then the career I have right now. You know me.
Yeah.
When we were at Pepsi, we weren't. We were just surviving. Now we're thriving. So.
Yeah, we're definitely thriving, brother. We are in a much better state of mind and much better way of life. And I don't care what anybody says. We made the right decision. And normally, listen, you inspired me to jump ship, and with Heather's help, inspired me too on that. Support and all that. And then, I just feel bad for the guys that, are still there and still getting hosed over. And, it's looking not to be any better. So, you know,
They know they have options out. We give it to them so that one day, hopefully they look at it and Sam, Moki, let's do it.
yeah,
Get up
man.
out of there.
Yeah, man, get the heck out of there. Go get your severance pay and get the heck out because
Severance
well,
pay.
listen, dude, they're changing things up, and I told you this like 2 years ago. They were going to change things up, and it's not getting any better for those guys. And Slayer's sitting there working Nick Marty hours now, and I'm like, oh, it ain't so fun now, is it? Huh?
Yep.
So.
Well, the heat in the kitchen, it gets hot.
Oh, it definitely gets hot. And that's the reason why some people leave and some people get walked right off the damn freaking escorted off the damn premises, right?
Dead.
So,
Yep. Well, all right, bro. I'm at
you gotta love
2%,
it.
so I'm going to get up out of here.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one. All right.
All right. Thanks for having
Yep,
me.
Nick, I gotta
Catch you
go
later,
too, brother.
Corey, I'll get you on tomorrow night.
Go Pats.
We'll see, man. Hey, give me a holler.
All right.
Love your show, man. See you.
Hey, thanks for the support. Peace.
Yep.